The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by this podcast, as well as its hosts, are for entertainment purposes only. I repeat, it is not serious. It is not real. No one is exposing, revealing, indicting, or telling you anything about themselves. Also, we do not encourage you to try this at home. We are trained professionals who do not have your best interests at heart, or our own. Enjoy the show.
How could rain be annoying?
When it's flooding
in traffic.
How could that possibly be annoying?
When it's
rain is so
you have
a foot of water.
to travel in it.
You have to come out your house and get your clothing wet.
Up. Y'all have just moved the goalposts.
I'm answering why rain is annoying.
No, you answering why moving around in the rain is annoying. I'm asking you solely about that beautiful rain falling.
And I'm telling you
solely. The sound of it.
You see how you change your voice for the rain?
The sight of it.
I love the rain, but when I got to worry about what's happening in my basement right now, it's not as fun.
Don't stop being poor.
I'm not poor. I have a very expensive apartment. It just happens to get a little wet sometimes.
Fix your duct work. Fix your duct work, nigga.
Your French drain. Get your French drain.
We talking about the beautiful rain. Here you come with these poor people basement flooding problems. Hey, if you out there with your basement flooded, call somebody, nigga. Fuck you doing? Hey, clean them shits. What's the shits? Ish, come on, help me out up top. The gutters, clean the gutters. Y'all got the leaves and shit all up in the gutters.
Leaves about to start falling too.
Yeah, and your gutter falling off the top of the house. Come on, tie it back up. Get the shit. Come on.
Listen to Privileged Paulie over here. It's cool, bro.
My last house, the gutter was falling off. All them gutters was falling off. Every time it rained in the house. I thought that was beautiful, huh?
Nothing.
If it rain in my house, I'm gonna get a bucket and start writing a rhyme.
Hey.
What?
Fuck y'all told me. Yeah, I'm gonna get a little bucket.
This nigga so stupid.
That's what you do when it started leaking and you gotta call somebody. You
Nigga,
get a
when
little
that
bucket.
bathroom was leaking, you ain't see no rhyme book out.
What bathroom?
Your bathroom.
Your bathroom that was leaking downstairs into the kitchen. Where your rhyme book was at? Nas.
You seen the bucket out there.
Where's your book
You
of
seen
rhymes?
the bucket, right? You seen the bucket, right?
This guy's a cool yo.
Ish won't come fix nothing in my house.
All right, next time you call me, I'm gonna remember that. You hear him? You hear him?
Man, shit broke in there.
This guy's terrible, yo.
Help a nigga out. How y'all doing, man? What's up?
Good, man. I'm good.
Wait, what?
You know what I mean? This guy right here is special.
How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing?
Good.
Man, yo.
Big Mel.
Hey.
Hootie hoo.
Hootie hoo.
Oh, my.
When you
said that
see
shit
me
when I
and you
walked
trying to
in.
say what's up. Hootie hoo. All right, y'all want to start rainy? Y'all want to start hype? How y'all feeling? What's the vibe? What's the vibe? How y'all
Definitely don't want to be
y'all
on the-
up, y'all down,
I'm up.
y'all reserved.
I'm up.
Let's do up.
I'm up.
Up.
Okay. Yo.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Hey, yo, have you mastered that yet?
What? The controls and stuff like that? You know what? No.
Has she mastered what?
Because he's basically says, I look over your shoulder a lot and I'm looking at what you're doing. So if I could, I manipulate your computer.
Oh, you be watching.
I do, you know.
I'm an inspiration.
Yes, you are, Joseph.
You guys.
Yes, you are.
See, Ish, that song is one of the anthems for the retired society of Newark dope boys to real estate agents. That song is one of those songs. Like, the way that you nod to that lets me know that you are a proud member of the Newark and Lauderdale Saints Latter-day, what is it? What's that shit?
Latter-day.
The Latter-day Lavender Saints. The Newark Lavender Saints retired committee society of dope boys that are now real estate moguls.
This guy is crazy, bro. What's wrong with you?
Be careful.
Of what?
It's hot out there for y'all.
For who?
Y'all.
I don't know who y'all
The
is.
Newark Latter-day Saints.
It's a religion?
It's hot out there for y'all. So you got to be careful.
I'll keep that in mind.
What episode is this?
662.
Welcome to episode. Do y'all care that episode 666
I've
is
been
on
thinking
Friday the
about
13th?
Is it really?
I've been thinking
Oh
about
no,
that.
we gotta record early or something.
Oh yeah, jump it like the 13th floor. Y'all serious?
Yeah.
About what?
No, I'm talking about them. Like
Yeah.
y'all.
The superstition?
Yeah.
You just told me the other day you don't split the pole.
Word.
That ain't got nothing
Pause
to do
too.
It kind of is
Y'all
the
don't
same
split the
thing.
pole.
What's the difference?
That this is different.
Look, I ain't fucking with Ice today. What's the difference?
Who here is superstitious?
To the pole thing, yeah. I'm going back around the pole.
I'm super. Pause. Yo, you a freak ass boy. Pause. You only superstitious with the pole?
I paused it. Pause it.
All right.
It's a little delayed though.
Yeah.
It's a little delayed.
It's all right though. I got it there in time.
Delay pause file.
It's the weather delay.
Yeah.
Mel, you superstitious? Talk.
No,
Hello.
I like to err on the side of caution, just in case.
I don't see.
Means
Me
I
too.
will not walk under ladders. I try to avoid the cracks in the sidewalk and don't split the
Are
pole.
you
Class in the sidewalk.
superstitious, Melissa Ford? Is what my direct question is.
Cautiously, yes.
Yes.
So yes, you say yes. Ice is with the pole. Parks.
Pause,
Yes.
man.
Yes. To a degree. I mean, I fuck with
Yo.
black. I fuck
Yo,
with black cats.
What is wrong with people?
I pick and choose the shit that I'm superstitious about.
Then you're superstitious.
Okay, I said yes to a degree though.
And you too.
Yes, but I mean, I don't have any quarrel about it.
Me either. I'm
I never knew that superstitious people were like, hey, sometimes, maybe. I mean,
Well, I fuck with black cats.
I err on the
What else?
side of the fuck are y'all talking about?
13th doesn't scare me. I don't really
Yeah, I
like to
don't
fuck
fuck
with Friday the 13th. It's too tough though.
Do you want to call out? Y'all want to call out? Y'all afraid?
No, I said let's record a day early.
I'm with Parks.
So y'all are afraid. Holy shit. Ice. Look at
really
these
scared,
losers. Are they just trying to get a day off?
Dog,
Get the fuck out of here.
We can number the episode 667.
Yeah, skip it like the.
But then what
the
happens to
elevator.
667? Man, what episode is this?
662.
Welcome to episode 662 of the Joe Budden Podcast. I'm your humble, gracious, grateful, highly favored, superstitious, but not afraid, not scary ass, bitch ass nigga superstitious. Like, real nigga superstitious. Not trying to call out and change the day.
You don't think that that's
Because
crazy?
666 is on Friday the 13th.
That's a little
They don't even
crazy.
sell Jason masks no more.
Corey, please sit over.
Answer this
Do you
question.
believe in the devil?
All right. What are y'all? What's going on? What's going on here
That's your
today?
man over there with no mic.
Do you?
Do y'all?
Believe in the devil?
He's okay.
I don't necessarily believe in the devil. I believe in evil. It might not be a individual or one entity that is controlling all the shit, but I definitely.
So you don't believe in the devil?
Yeah, I believe in evil though.
Yeah.
Nah, 'cause let me tell you why. Look.
Yo, hey, Ice. Ice.
Gotcha.
Ice, come
No.
on.
Mel.
I want to hear him. I want to
Oh,
hear
you
it.
do wanna hear
I
it.
wanna
All right,
hear this.
please, take
I
it
really
away.
wanna hear this.
I might be with Ish on this one.
I don't
I
necessarily
think I
What,
do.
believing in evil?
No, yeah, I don't believe in some dude.
Thanks, white man.
I'm the devil.
Oh shit.
Come on. Let's hear it. Come on, go ahead.
Nah, I'm saying I don't think it's some dude downstairs with some horns sticking up in his head,
Yes, you
orchestrating
would.
all this shit.
Oh, you a holy shit. Go ahead.
Do you think it's a dude upstairs doing shit?
No.
Okay.
How you feel? Nigga?
So you don't believe in God or the
I
devil?
do believe. I believe that in a higher power, he don't got to be upstairs. It could be around us. And
And maybe it's a she.
also Panda Park.
So could the same evil power be around us?
I said that.
All right. So then the devil don't have to be down there. It could still be around us.
I don't believe it's one nigga with some red horns that's being.
Why you keep trying to paint it up with red horns and all this
Word.
Because that's the
Western
imagery
world
that's
shit?
promoted.
That's
It
the
is.
imagery.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Man,
It's,
all right,
it's that
come
and
on.
Al Pacino.
If y'all gonna talk about red horns in this conversation and Al Pacino, Miss Movie Buff Lady, then we can move on.
You
to
don't remember
music.
Al Pacino was the devil? In
I don't care about Al Pacino.
That was a really good movie.
Y'all are trying to run from some real shit.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, y'all are.
Why y'all telling me about evil existing? All right, we know that. We talking about the devil, and you
No.
start talking about red
So
horns.
to answer your question, is no.
No.
You go.
Yeah. Do you believe in the devil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does he have
Look
red
how
horns?
people answer. See, now you want to be silly.
Simple.
Does-
Now you want to be silly. I've never
What
never
does he
seen
look
him.
like?
I walk in the light. That's not in my ministry.
Okay.
That's not. I walk in the light of the Lord.
Good, yo.
I walk in God's light, and I'm made in God's likeness. So you'd have to speak to some of these other niggas
The
outside,
devil was made in God's likeness.
and there's
too.
plenty of them out there. Oh, you just said he don't exist. Now you telling me how he's made.
I'm based on what,
Now you telling me how he's made.
I'm based on what you
Oh,
said.
you read the tag on the devil. Oh shit, you read the tag. Oh, okay. Made it Peru. Okay. You read the tag on the devil. Welcome, children of God.
Idiot.
Children of the Lord. We are here. How's everybody doing? How y'all feeling?
Feeling good, man.
How was your week?
Guys are
How's your text inbox? Come on.
Week was long. Glad we had the weekend now.
The week
So
was
we
good until the commute today.
There you go. Rainy man.
It's flow.
I don't even compute what he's saying because I'm full of too much gratitude to even understand what that complaint
I
is
would be
about.
gracious if I had a
I'm
6
so
minute
grateful
commute
for
too,
things.
nigga.
No, I had to pop the trunk in my jacket.
Whoa. Stop the presses.
Yo.
I had to pop my trunk and get the
Wow.
jacket out.
Damn, you had to go in the
You need to
trunk.
GoFundMe?
But then when I pulled it, I could use that too. Want me to tell you why? Stop playing with me. Leave me alone then. Leave me alone then. I want to have fun. Oh, man. All right, so everybody's feeling good. Shout out to y'all out there. Shout out to all the people that's proposing and getting engaged and all of that.
Is that what's happening right now?
All the
Is it
niggas out
engagement
there
season?
running K's. Running the K's and Zales. Get your shit off. Get that ring size run up in Zales, huh?
The nigga gave you the Zell joint?
What?
If the guy gave you the fix it. Yo, chill out with the tone. I don't want no sauce. If the dude gave you the every kiss begins with K, he gave you one of them.
Don't do that. Don't
This-
don't
yo, this shit
ask
is
me
mass
that.
production.
Don't ask me
Yo, they
that.
sell the same ring at every Zales in the whole country. You just be in the store and another chick got your ring on. You sitting there feeling tight. Oh, man.
I would hope that I'm dating somebody at that point who could be a little bit more creative than that.
Why? You came in here and said that you like the lab
Corey want a
made.
mic
That you want the
today.
lab made Zales.
But that's different. That's different. If I have like an issue, like an ethical issue with blood diamonds, conflict diamonds, and I'm okay with the lab made diamond, that doesn't mean that you can't go out and find a jewelry
If
maker
you okay with the
on
lab made
fucking
diamond,
Etsy.
I'm going to Zales, Ma. You're not even about to know. If you cool with that,
No, but
then
dog, what I'm
K's
telling
Jewelry
you is those rings be mass produced. So you sitting somewhere in the spot and another chick come in and got your same ring on, you sit there feeling like Gilbert Grape,
What's that mean?
Yeah, I didn't get that
a
one.
dodo. Shorty got your same ring, dog. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
As a woman, you don't want the chick getting her nails done next to you to have your same ring on.
I never thought about that, but I guess that's valid.
Yeah, I guess.
No, I think they do.
Ian,
look
you are
over-
discredited.
I
might
see,
look over
man,
there
I
like,
see mad
yo.
older white ladies with just the gold band, just a little.
That's because they got married
That's us
100
that
years
want to
ago.
be extra
That is true.
diamonds, customized. Oh, fucking with y'all, having a little marriage talk on that Patreon episode or wherever we had it. I went home, got trapped, sucked me in. I was feeling all marriagey and shit. You know what I mean?
Tell us more.
Called my baby up and started singing. You'll love David's bridal. Baby, I'm feeling freaky, mamas. I'm feeling freaky.
I didn't even know that was a song.
Let's get ready to run to David's bridals, baby. I'm ready to go.
What'd you come up
And then
with?
she tried to trick me. Here we go. See, this was a quick conversation. David's bridals.
We got to go house shopping first.
Oh, if I'm going to David's bridals, you must be going to the Big and Tall. You must be going to Men's Warehouse. Oh shit! I said, oh, why you think I can't go get something flying out of Men's Warehouse? Long as my shoes is right? Stumped her. She had to go to defense number 2. Well, I can't wear nothing that's in David's bridals. That stuff don't even fit me. Whoa! Plenty of big bitches that went to David's bridals. hey, I ain't gonna let you do that now. Plenty of big bitches that went right to David's bridals. Got that shit. It's still, no, it's just different. It's different.
They got the tailor right in the back.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Hey, they'll get your big ass right. They get your big ass right.
Yo, he right in the back.
Come on, they go right through the little curtain.
All alterations done on premise.
All right, so then she went to defense number 3. She's like, my dress will be from Nigeria.
Hit you with the ethnicity. You can't even argue.
I said, wait. You been to Nigeria?
No, I done said you Nigerian.
I said, you been to Nigeria?
They got a Nigeria in Texas.
I said, oh, shit. They got David Bridals in Nigeria? Oh, shit. You going to Akon Bridals. We going to fucking
Get the trio. The trio dress.
You get the trio.
We going to Akon Bridals, baby. Fuck what you talking about?
Oh shit.
Yeah,
The
shout out to
trio
y'all out
dress.
there, huh?
Stupid. Men's warehouse. You know you ain't get no fucking suit out of no men's warehouse.
Wait, so then she
That
sent
would
me.
be
Then she
hilarious.
sent me because they always got an Instagram page for whatever they're talking about.
Sure do.
So now she sends me
TikTok,
the
TikTok.
Nigerian dresses that are form-fitting, custom. Some of them is shiny and beads and diamonds and shit. She's like, I want to do that. That's it.
It was colorful?
Hey, shorty choice of wedding dress will let you know what type of wedding this is about to be. I said,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, you trying to have one of those?
Oh, you trying to have 500 people?
Oh, you trying
Page
to have
6.
like a baddie?
You trying to be page 6?
A baddie wedding.
Stupid, yo.
But so then I'm like, and then we can move on from this. But I don't know if this stuff matters today. Maybe I'm old, a traditionalist. So now I start sounding stupid trying to explain. I'm like, yo, with wedding dresses, do you want to be able to hand this to your daughter when she's getting married? Do you want
Your
to
granddaughter?
How will your granddaughter?
Yeah.
How will do you think about how this will look in pictures 30, 40 years from now, or is that out the window
Look
today?
at Mel. Mel like, nah.
I think it's out the window.
Tradition is
that-
out the window today, bro.
Yeah.
Tradition ain't around
But
no
especially
more.
like
But
the
aren't
wedding
we
dress
supposed
thing.
to try and bring that back? You know what I'm saying? Like we the fact that we are losing tradition, I think it's supposed to.
We're not a monolith.
We are not.
Y'all say that bum ass shit every pod, and I be wanting to
That's a
smack
mellow-
the
that's a
shit out
mellow-
of y'all.
That's a melolith.
I hate y'all. We're not a monolith. Oh, shut the fuck up.
Oh man. And then women get 2 wedding dresses, right?
Oh, because then that was my question. You want to do all this? Ain't you going to change out of this?
Yes.
They get
Yes.
2.
So now you need a second elaborate
There's
outfit?
the ceremony dress, and then there's the outfit for the reception.
The reception dress.
Yep.
Sometimes my wife had, I think she had 3 wedding dresses and 3 dresses for the festivities around.
Holy shit.
Your wife is
you spent that
5'1", so she could change into all of that shit fast. This nigga can't do no fucking 3 outfit changes. Girl, nigga, are you crazy? Come on, what we got? We got music. Come on, let's start. Let's start.
What's wrong with you,
Yo,
son?
man, come on, what we doing? What's that? What happened? What's up? Wherever y'all want to start, we can start. Music. I got our first music fight because I heard Ish say something. So we just got to fight about it. But what came out? Come on, let's do
Yeah,
it.
we can start there.
Yeah,
actually,
look, Ice ready too.
Yes.
we can start there. Ross and Meek.
Let's shit on some shit, right?
Ross and Meek dropped SHAQ KOBE.
Uh-huh.
You know, a lot of people were happy to see it. It's them returning. You know, after
I was
the
happy to
bullshit
see them together.
I was definitely happy.
Me too.
Did it live up to the hype?
No, not
The
really.
weight?
No.
It's not bad.
It ain't bad, but it's more Karl Malone Stockton-ish.
Ooh.
Yo,
Things great.
They were Hall of
I'm
Famers.
not knocking it. It just wasn't Shaq and Kobe. Like the classics that Meek and Ross have done,
A bunch.
they haven't been in the studio together for years. So the anticipation is going to be on a million.
So this was a little lackluster.
It was
cool.
It was just all right.
Okay.
And that is word from Parks, Antoine, and Melissa.
Oh, I'm just
What'd you feel?
filling in the blanks.
I like this shit. This shit came
Listen.
on. I was like, yeah.
When it gets to my word,
I wanted to hear y'all.
yeah, when it gets to my word,
This shit went for me.
this shit is hard as a fuck.
I'm hearing this real time right
Uh-oh.
Now it's Parks time.
Uh-oh.
now. Can I hear the Ross part? Fast forward?
Yeah, but let's pause it and
Okay.
talk if you
Okay.
don't mind.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. Yeah.
Let me give you a little bit so you can go. Come on. Let me help you out. I got you, girl. Listen, I thought that the beat was super, super, super hard. That drum pattern, that drum, I don't know where it's from. It escapes me.
Faces.
There we go. That's gonna be hard by itself. I'm gonna love anything with those. I think that Meek and Ross's, when they pick the beat, it just is perfect for their tonality. Where I'll agree with y'all, it's not the best Meek verse or Ross verse.
Correct.
By far.
Yeah. And just the song in general, it's not really like they just kind of going in. You know what I mean? Like it's not. It's good. I'm not saying it's trash. It's cool.
But I think right, like, what is this for? What is this? What is this song for?
Probably a warm up for both of them, I would imagine.
Neither one of them had shit come out, so they warming up for something.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that this is the perfect warm up record for both of them. How the hook is constructed, say that they ain't think that this ain't single time. It ain't.
No,
They
it's
ain't trying
not
to
a
take
single.
off and put money behind this, but just for the streets right quick, bow.
Yeah, just something. Hey, we back.
Yeah, Meek sounding like that on the hook. Listen, let me play the hook.
That's what I like.
Yeah,
like,
it's
this
just-
wasn't
it's just-
underwhelming at all to
Just-
me.
Also, just as a rapper, all of this water cooler shit that they saying in the hook, I've never heard it fail when said right. Like money, power, we fucking in the shower, all of this street nigga just shit that this is gonna come on tonight. This will come on tonight in at least 2 New York City strip clubs.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. Most of the spots are going to play this.
Yeah, just good to hear their voices back.
Yeah, that's what
It's
I
great to hear them
Yeah.
together.
That's
If it was trash, I would come here and say it.
It ain't trash.
But this ain't trash.
This is not
It's
trash.
definitely not
This
trash.
ain't trash.
Especially, you ain't heard nothing from neither one of them in how long. So that's what I like. Like, y'all are back, and it's not trash. Over a hard beat, y'all spitting. I love the record. That's why I was shocked.
You love that record.
Yeah, I love that record. I'm going to play that. That will be played.
I went right from that to This Is What It Feels Like, Hove and Nip. I just stayed in that vein and kept it going. I don't know what your face is for, Ish.
I didn't say a word.
That's why I spoke to your face.
No, I was just listening to you speak.
mannerisms.
You know what I'm saying? I was being attentive.
Mel, well, now that you've heard Ross and Meek,
I love
you
it.
must have been busy this week.
This is what.
It has been
You
raining.
must have been busy this week.
This isn't the soundtrack.
You came
for-
into work without hearing any of the new music?
I was a little busy this week, but that's normally not the first thing that I go out and listen to. But
Same.
lies. Is it?
I'm an R&B
don't
head.
listen-
I know, but you're also like Mr. Music as well.
Yeah, but I'm an R&B head.
He going to run
I
some
do
R&B
know that.
first.
Even
Oh,
Shorty
I
got in the
do
car
know.
like, damn, I ain't used to this vibe in here. Yeah,
That must go in your car.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
no,
that's
it makes you go.
that is awesome driving music. That's what I'm thinking when I'm listening to it. I enjoyed that.
Ish, were you driving when you heard?
Yeah.
Okay.
Still
Just
nothing?
turn the volume up super high.
I mean, I don't really got a Maybach, but
I mean, you.
I ain't feeling
That Cherokee fucking compresses music different.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's what it is. That Cherokee make you shit on some albums. I don't know.
I gotta get Parks. I gotta get Parks in here to set my levels, yo. I did hear a different verse though.
All right, we can't just keep
He
playing
went
music.
crazy.
We can't just keep playing
Yeah, that's the
music.
best verse since God did.
This is a great verse.
An amazing verse.
Please share. Let's hear
that
it.
is
That's some top tier.
yeah.
This gave me a little more
That's some
Shaq
high
and
power
Kobe vibes.
H2O. Yeah. Fuck.
What?
That's
Who was
Jordan? That's
who-
Jordan.
Who was who?
That is Jordan.
Cole was Shaq, and Cole was Kobe.
Number 8 and 24. I'm like, hold on, let's let him play that
You scared the shit out of me, boy.
I'm like,
I'm like,
wait,
wait,
hold
shit
on.
out of me. I'm like,
What
what
are you talking about?
I thought you about to say Yachty was dope.
You about to get jumped in here.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was about, huh?
And I don't want to do that because I will say Yachty's verse ain't bad.
It ain't bad. Yachty's
It sounded like he gave it his all, knowing that a monster was coming behind him. Pause.
been stepping up, man. He has a really good album this year.
Yeah.
Not rapping, but
Yeah, no.
No, you did say his album was fire.
Yeah.
We
Yo,
like that album. We like that.
I'm not gonna hold you. That's the best verse I heard in a very, very long time.
Cole went crazy.
Like that right there is when you be like, okay, yeah. This other shit that we be commenting on, I'd be like, all right.
It's cool. Yeah.
That right there is what makes you a fan of rap music.
Absolutely.
That shit is different, bro.
See, everybody can't do that. That's what I
You
like.
don't say.
No, I'm saying that's what I like about it, though. Like, there is something for everybody. You know what I'm saying? People that say, oh, rap dead, rap dead. You got this shit right here. It's right there.
Yo, what you'd have did here to jump through one of your shits like that?
What do you mean what I'd have
You
did?
had to go and hide. You'd have cut your phone off for about a good week.
You better go press play again on some of my shit.
Now you can rap very well.
No.
No, you can rap. I'm gonna give you two. I'm saying you can rap.
You want me to close the computer? Look.
No, you can rap. I know you can rap. I'm not disrespecting your rap ability.
I know you can rap.
He's 2 seconds away from putting the cup down and folding his hands.
Now,
Antoine.
I'm done. You can rap. But that right there would have pulled your best out.
You just said he was Yachty?
Oh shit! Nigga hit you with the Gotti. Nigga hit you with no, you would have had to. That one. That's not a walk in the park right there. For nobody.
Kind of sounds like the rough, and I'm not mad at it. Like that's how good the verse is. Like it sounded like this wasn't really meant to be the final version, kind
for
of
something like that.
Yeah.
Well, they need to
Doing
leave
some
it.
eclectic
Leave it. Just
Yeah,
like
no, it's
that.
great.
Just like that.
Don't touch it.
This little et shit he got going on right now.
Mm-hmm. And he carries it through the whole verse. It's all 78 bars or whatever the fuck he put down there.
That ain't easy.
No.
I can't say what I want to say.
Why not?
Because I'm always taken wrong. Like, I don't want to hear him do this with Yachty.
With Yachty?
Say it loud. I don't, though.
I
I understand what you're saying.
I don't.
It's not, it's not foul to say that, I don't think.
I don't. I fucked up.
It's not fucked up.
This nigga is great. And you doing this? This what you felt like doing that day, man? Get him. He got to go get some coffee or something. Whenever it is you realize that this is the bag your pen is in, because he might not have known. But whenever he figured it out, man.
Does that happen as a writer?
Yeah.
Like you ain't really realized that you went that crazy until you heard it a couple times.
Oh, no. I'm talking about when you write it down and you lay it.
You know
You normally know what you did.
So
But
even-
when you
even in
write
writing,
it,
though.
I'm just saying he could have got the call, went, heard the beat, liked it, but by the time he got to bar 6 or he finished the first line and saw where his brain was going, he knew he was out of this world. He was out of here. He's gone. He's gone.
Yeah.
This is... He's out of here. Yo, y'all stop asking J. Cole for interviews,
stopping a
yo.
nigga verse, yo.
This is a podcast. We have to talk. This is a brand new slap.
Nigga.
They'll pull this shit. So yeah, we have to talk.
You know I don't be.
It's wrong. What could you say to this? This is a masterclass right here, though.
This
Real
is something
talk.
different, bro.
Wow.
That's my favorite line. Well, one of them.
Yeah,
okay,
a lot.
I guess.
They all right.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's what you. That's
That's what y'all feel
why-
like, right?
Yeah, and it's like, why are you asking me about these niggas? You know how I really feel.
yes.
Like later, we was gonna talk about Simba and what he said about Eminem when they directly asked him, "Do you think you're better than Eminem?" And he said yes. And that's for internet fodder. But rappers, the good ones, are supposed to feel like I'm better than all y'all niggas. So when you asking me, I mean, all right, they cool.
They want you to say that. They want you to. It's like a trick question almost. Because then whatever your response is, they ready to eat you up over it.
Yeah. This is the perfect way to word that.
They okay, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. And stop asking me about these niggas.
And you know the okay is like they trash. The okay is a lie. It's a nice lie.
It's the I guess.
I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah.
All right, you know. All right.
A little self-deprecation in it,
He had to talk to somebody.
but
That was
still
fly.
talking. It was fly self-deprecation.
That was fly
It
self-deprecation.
was.
Nigga, that was a direct.
Not quite Drake.
Not quite the Drake effect.
But it's right there.
But nigga, take what you get.
Yeah.
I'm me. And cut the label check. Send it over, buddy. You know who I am. You know what I do. Yo,
Nice
you know
little
my-
response missile.
Yo, you know I'm Kevin Durant, right?
Very direct.
You know I'm Kevin Durant.
You know my name, right?
You know my nigga. Stop playing.
You know why you called
You know
me.
my name.
Word.
That's really what you know why you called me. Like you said, yo, I answered the face.
On,
I'm sorry, the face of death,
on
nigga.
Hard Knocks, one of them niggas from the Giants tried to play with Aaron Rodgers. He said whatever he said. Aaron Rodgers was like, I don't even know you, dog. So the nigga tried to lie. I don't know you neither. Aaron Rodgers was like,
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
you
do. You do. You do though.
that's a lie.
No, but you do though.
You got
See,
you got television.
It's a select group of men that could talk like that.
Word.
And
Look,
J,
that's all I got to.
and
fuck
J.
is you
Cole
talking
is
about?
on that list. Like, I almost feel like it's nothing even that you could say about Cole that hasn't been said already. There's a group out there that thinks we or I or somebody up here shits on Cole, but he leaves Earth consistently. He is a consistent.
He's up there as far as feature verses.
Absolutely,
he's up there with Wayne.
And you know, what I used to say about Cole was I would like him to do this with the elite MCs, but today, I mean, in later years, I realized that elite MCs probably are running from him.
I was about to say they don't really want to get.
It ain't so easy.
I told y'all that back on the Jeezy album.
Ice,
you ran.
I have known you long enough and been on Twitter long enough to remember when you were
what?
Anti-Cole?
Yes.
A lot of people was.
I didn't used to like Cole's
You win
content.
people over.
I'm just saying, don't try to beat me down.
I'm not
what
beating
you've
you
been
down,
saying.
nothing.
I remember you.
Fam, I stand in anything I've
Sleepy
said.
music.
Bro,
Remember
every
you
Friday.
almost led that sleepy music charge. But you my man, so I ain't gonna bring it up.
It was the truth. Cole don't rap the same as he rapped when he first came in the game.
He don't.
So yes, I could.
He was never sleepy.
It was.
He was never sleepy.
Yo, they was going
for
crazy.
me.
The production, it was sleepy. It was.
Well, he
back
did
then.
need to not stop rapping over his own production.
And he did.
He did.
He
A long
did.
time ago, by the way.
A while ago,
It's been a while.
And guess what happened? A lot of people said, "Oh, I could fuck with this now." Me being one of them.
For me, it was early on. It was content. Like he was rapping about shit that I didn't really care about.
And that,
Same.
But now he
which
just
would make you sleepy if you sit here listening to it. Like,
Yeah.
all right.
But he's long since passed that.
Yeah,
I'm
stage of his
agreeing.
career.
I'm agreeing with you.
Make
10
you
years
sleepy.
ago.
I'm saying that. He's saying it like
Cole as an adult, like rapping about grown man, like veteran Cole
Is the shit.
my favorite Cole.
Absolutely.
same here.
And if I'm just judging people like on the list and not judging art, then Kendrick and Cole are probably tied for me in as far as first, like just people. Like you can't escape a Cole story. I just read yesterday, J. Cole lived in Queens for 3 years. Did y'all read that?
No,
J. Cole lived in Queens for 3 years
Rent-free?
with his family,
seen it.
and he couldn't afford the rent, so they let him let him slide for a few months here and there. So he came back, reimbursed him, sat down, had dinner.
Oh yeah, this is a while ago. I thought.
Yeah, but I mean, there's 20 million of those J. Cole stories.
Yeah.
And though I come in here and say whatever the fuck I say, in my heart of hearts,
It's a quality human being. You gotta
that's
appreciate
what I'm saying.
Word.
Even the shit he's saying in his verse, yo, don't ask me for no interviews. Yo, that shit y'all doing out there, that fake imagery and thug, just like people, just people. It helps that he's one of the greatest like this.
it. I agree.
Also, right?
Come on, bro.
Like he raps like us. Like he raps like on my amp show yesterday. I was playing old Cam, old Locks, old X, old Mace,
Damn, I missed
Black
that.
Rob, Shine. I was just in my 90s bag, and I stopped the show to say, yo, I was trying to include myself in the class, and I was like, yo, from 93 to 03, that group of MCs will mop the floor with any of these niggas that's out today.
That's true.
That's true.
Any one of them. Now, when I say that, I'm excluding the greats of today, but they rap like us, I feel like.
Yes.
So when Cole does this, right? That's why I don't really dignify the ish comment from earlier. This is what we had to do. This is what them niggas had to do back then, is this. So when you hear him do this next to anybody from today, it's just going
It
to
look
sound
like-
like,
it look- yeah.
Armageddon.
It's
does.
refreshing too.
Yeah.
You don't hear rapping like this
I
very
understand
often
what you-
outside of the underground.
I see what
like
you're saying.
Yo,
special-
dog,
special
the
rants
way
and those
way
types.
that he's doing these even similes and metaphors and punchlines is of
True. That's throwback shit. True.
We don't hear it like
That's
this.
true. True.
They stopped rapping like this.
They did.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Because we were
No. Oh.
because we were having a conversation about this generation's ears and ability to listen to music.
Mm-hmm.
Can this generation appreciate J. Cole
Yes.
Yes.
for for his greatness?
I think they can understand that this is special.
See, I think there's levels to artistry.
True.
The people that focus on pleasing today have a ceiling, whether they realize it or not.
Mm-hmm.
The people that transcend that, like him, like Drake, like Kendrick, when you talk about them, you got to talk broader than whatever the little tiny hip hop bubble is today.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Like, and that's why they are them. So the tiny hip hop bubble is like, it's reactionary. So when they see all of the rest of the people saying, dog,
Oh, that's dope.
this is it, then that's what lasts, right? Like them people that were saying J. Cole is sleepy, not Ice, but this lasts. That they'll get with it at some point, which is what happens.
That's what happens. Yeah. That's
You
what
gotta appreciate this shit.
which is why I appreciate Cole. Again, it was sleepy. That early Cole music was kind of boring to me, to a lot of people. I'm not in a small minority in saying that. He changed. He grew
evolved.
his sound.
He grew, yeah.
evolved. And then it brings on more people. Your core fans are still there. Now you've grown your fan base. That's it.
I'm shouting out Yachty too, man, because you showed up. You showed up to the best of your ability on there. And nothing you could do with this fucking
Alien.
Martian.
Shit, I mean, it's his song. He put it together, so you got to give credit to that too.
Oh, I don't. But yeah,
If
I
he
don't.
came up with the idea and said, "Yo, I'm gonna get Cole on this," and executed it,
I'm not saluting none of these young niggas for calling a goat. The goat came and did it and goated.
nah, that's a salute to me.
Yeah, but everybody can't get the GOAT.
That too.
So just the fact that you still got, I'm with Parks on that because a couple other people could have called Cole and he said, no, I'm not doing it. And then we don't get this
Cool.
verse.
Ain't not for
When-
nothing, but knowing like,
And we don't get
he's-
this.
Cole will kill this.
When Jermaine pulls up and walks in, magic is going to happen now. I'm here. I'm
Agreed.
here.
Lil Yachty does a lot
Yes.
of different shit too.
Shout
he
out to
could've-
Yachty.
He could have put him on any type of different record, but he put him on this. That's
This beat
that
was
means
this
something
beat.
to me.
You know, you're right. This beat was awkward. This beat was awkward, and they both made it palatable. And I'm gonna assume that Yachty sent Cole his verse and beat.
I'm sure.
So I hate that happens in hip hop, right? I hate where the guy that had to sit and rack his head with how to rap over this beat sent it, gave somebody a template, and then they came behind and Aaron judged that shit out of the park, and then we shit on the guy that probably
Set it
came
up,
up with
yeah.
the Yachty is rhyming in that pocket.
He is.
So now you putting J. Cole's brain in this
that,
pocket and nuclear. I'm dick riding, but I don't care. He deserves it.
Nah, that,
No, it was fire, man.
I
Dog,
need this.
I ain't heard rapping
That's
like
the
this
best
since,
verse I've heard
I need
all
this.
year.
I've been hearing a lot of low effort music in
That
these
is-
last years, and we'll talk about some more albums that I think were kind of low effort. But when you have someone, this song isn't particularly complicated, but he knocked it out the park. You know what I'm saying? And
Lyrically.
that's special.
He lyrically went crazy.
There's been a lot of music where it's just you could tell it was first rough draft, second mix. Let's put it out. Like this, that doesn't work for everybody. It works for a record like this. This sounds like a rough, but it don't matter because he went so crazy.
Yo, y'all, it's been confirmed, man. Leave Jermaine in North Carolina doing whatever he's doing, man. Just leave him alone. You niggas, man, let that boy just rest.
Nah, keep calling him.
Let him rest.
Keep
Yeah,
calling
please keep calling.
Keep calling him.
No, I'd rather him go do this shit. Let me get a Cole album coming soon. It might be a Cole album
Gonna
coming.
do it
at
there
some
too,
point.
though. That's the thing. It ain't like, oh, I did it here. I can't do it over here. He going to put it on the album too and give
His
it to you.
albums, as of late, have delivered.
Exactly.
And he's been on a feature run for longer than the albums.
His last album's my favorite Cole album. It is.
the
It
one
might
with the
be-
backboard on fire.
All season.
It might be number two for me.
Yeah, all
It's probably number 2 for a lot of people, but the rapper in me won't let it be for me. Like that was.
I love that album.
He went crazy. The features went crazy. Fuck it, it's Dick Ride Cole Day. I ain't heard rapping like that since Killer Mike album.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I said that was my hip hop album, but
And those
I
might
haven't
be
heard
the-
of one verse like that.
And those are the only 2 times that I've heard this type of rapping from the mainstream. I'm saying from the mainstream.
Yeah.
Because I'm excluding the niggas that do that when they wake up, the
Right.
Rands and the
Specials,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm not counting them.
Conway, yeah.
The mainstream niggas that's playing a different game. Oh my god!
Yeah, you don't-
Why did he do this?
You don't get this very often.
And I didn't even expect this. This was like a sneak.
Yeah.
This was like a sneaky
I
joint.
didn't know
It
was
came out
coming, yeah.
leakish. Like the first listen, I listened on Dat Piff's YouTube page. Like it felt like some real leaky
Took
shit.
you back,
Look
man.
at that Piff out there, still,
You know what I mean?
still fighting.
Still fighting.
Go ahead, that Piff. Whatever albums or mixtapes I gave y'all, I'm taking them back to upload to streaming sites.
I just saw
So,
Jeezy did that.
Yeah, do what you want.
Jeezy just put his whole mixtape catalog on streaming.
Oh no, it's coming at some point.
But they ain't got them over there. Dat Piff.
No, I gave one exclusively to Dat Piff. A loose quarter was to Dat Piff.
Over there.
I'm just saying a loose quarter is nowhere and has never been anywhere but Dat Piff.
Gotcha.
And it's all original music.
Yeah.
So, what am I talking about? Glad somebody else noticed it. Glad somebody else noticed it. You niggas are filthy and disgusting out there. Honestly, y'all are fucking nasty and horrible out there.
You ain't see the jeweler? It's a special like 40th edition, 40th anniversary Protect. It's worth like 450 grand. Somebody went and busted it down. And they were like, yo, whatever jeweler did this should be arrested because now the watch is worth like 100 grand less because you wouldn't put all this bullshit in it. Right.
Most of these rappers is running around.
Listen,
With not even lab grown.
listen, let me tell you.
This is
For shit show.
Look,
this shit made us somebody basic.
look, it's
This is glass.
y'all not read Jeezy book. And in the book, he talks about he had bought 2 Jacob watches, 80 grand each. He said Jacob told him, yo, if you ever need money back for him, whatever, come back to me, I can get you right. He said he got into a jam, needed to get rid of the watches, couldn't find Jacob, so he took him to his jeweler. The nigga words was, I can't even tell y'all what my jeweler told me because my lawyers told me don't say it. But the jeweler said, I'll give you $3,500 for both watches.
Oh, shit.
He said, I can't tell y'all what he showed me and shit, but...
Notorious.
And there was a lot of that happening.
Yes, there was.
Notorious if you know. These niggas
They
is
don't
right
know.
back to Jacob today.
I know. I used the word for Jacob. Notorious.
Do you have a story? It's my new line for Mel too, by the way, because she always got a
Yeah,
story,
she
but
wants- she wants you to-
but she tried to Drea her past. So
Oh, shit.
Yo, you had
I
that
don't
in
mean
the
it like
you
that.
had that in the talk. Yo, you
I
had
don't
that in
mean
the
it
talk.
like- I don't-
Yo,
I don't mean like
had that.
Drea
Yo, wait,
used
first
it.
of all, don't y'all motherfuckers even buy into the bullshit he just fucking said.
I'm talking about the whitewash aspect, not the hoe aspect. Whitewashing of history.
No,
You know
not-
Mel trying to come in here and act like she never did no Project Pat shit, none of that shit. Or she won't never come in and just share some shit. So you got to just say, do you have a story?
I actually quite like that little Project Pat little situation in the source. That was cute.
I like it too. That Mel didn't look like the word bitch or box was an attack.
her at all.
Yeah.
She was like 22 years old. Okay, she didn't know her ass from her fucking elbow. But
Where's
anyways,
the DeLorean?
fuck off. Sometimes, like I said, I like to hold my cards close to the vest. But yes, I do have, some experiences with Jacob's jewelry. And the price tag did not meet the
Quality.
the appraisal.
The appraisal, yeah.
Not even in the fucking realm of the price tag. And these were gifts. And I was like, I hope you didn't pay this price tag,
You out here
remember, because I got
you out here getting niggas gifts appraised. Damn, kid.
Wait, should you not?
You have to.
right.
Yeah.
Oh.
How you gonna insure it?
Wait.
No, you
Right?
ain't supposed to.
How you gonna
get no
sell it?
tacky
I-
shit.
Wait a
You ain't
second.
supposed to do no
Wait a
tacky
second.
shit like
Wait
that.
a
Hold on.
second. Wait a second.
Yes.
Please,
That is tacky,
please expound.
dog.
That's not tacky.
I don't think that's tacky
That's not
at
tacky
all.
at all. I can't
Expound on
insure
that.
it without appraising it.
Boom.
Or resell it.
Can y'all?
That part.
That's not true.
Hey,
bro.
yo, he's
That's not
too
true.
smart for y'all to give the defense before he gives the offense. Let him.
No, that's
go.
not true though.
Let him get
When
jumped
somebody
out the
buys
fence.
me a gift, right? I'm not going to get the gift appraised.
You're not
And
gonna-
you don't need that for insurance. The insurance niggas will write what you want them to write.
You oh, that's the Newark real,
Yeah,
real
not-
estate dope boy association coming out again. Antoine, first of all, talk to me. Come on,
ahead.
don't get distracted. Talk to me.
I'm listening. If you give me a gift, you give me a gift.
I said, let me go first.
Oh, go ahead.
Let me go first. Replying to your example you just gave, how often is it where the woman is buying the man a gift that needs to be appraised?
Depends.
So
on,
I don't like that. That's a false parallel.
It depends.
Typically,
on who
I'm not
you-
saying it doesn't happen, but
Okay.
typically it's the man buying a woman a diamond or something like
Some
that.
jewelry, yeah.
Right? So that puts the woman in the spot. And these niggas are not, sometimes they're not handing over the diamond with the appraisal sheet, with the this,
None
with
of
the
that.
insurance, baby. They just handing over a gift.
They just putting it on
The
you.
wise thing to do, if she get anything that's of some coin, is for her to take it now and check it out. Yo, what's this? What is it worth? Insure it. Do all of the shit. Now she good.
And not only that, it depends. Even you have to consider who's giving you the gift, because sometimes it's true.
I
I'm
understand
listening.
what she's saying.
It's
I don't. I'm
Sometimes
You wanna give me-
Fugazi Gary gave it to me.
Boom.
Yeah.
So let's just for shits and giggles, I'm just gonna pull a name out of the
Yo,
the
get in your
clear
bag, Big
blue-
Mel, because he playing
blue
with
sky.
you.
I'm not.
He playing with you.
Jay-Z gives you a gift. You are not going to question the quality of that gift. You're not going to question anything about the quality of that gift.
Get in your bag, man.
You're not going to think that he's giving you a Fugazi anything, because he would never.
Because that's what happened to French when Akon
I was
gave
just
him.
going to say
Come
that.
on.
I was just going to say it.
Have we changed your mind?
However, there are some other new money ass niggas that don't know their ass from their fucking elbow, don't know what quality actually looks like, buy anything, and then you're like, can't really trust your eye on shit. Let me get this shit appraised. That's what I thought. $100,000 necklace? I'll give you 10 grand for that. I'll appraise it at 10 grand.
I'm definitely giving Mel Ford the fake $100,000 necklace.
It's going.
Yeah, to try and beat. I ain't giving it. I mean, what? To try it?
Jewelry, you could try it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You got to try it
Definitely
first.
does
Even
not
if I got the
guarantee-
real shit home,
It don't guarantee you shit.
I'm gonna try this fake shit first.
Yeah, you should do that.
Have we changed your mind?
I don't think that that's the most.
Classy thing to do.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Word.
Because you don't want to have some potentially $100,000 piece of jewelry laying around uninsured in your crib. Like,
Also that, and also think about it like this. So let's
Gosh,
just hold on. Let me just give you another scenario.
Be open-minded. Learn.
Let's just say
said you learn when you're
let's
not
just say the
teaching.
gift was given to me at like 25 years old, and then at 30 I still have it. Don't really use it because
That's a different scenario.
Whatever. And then I have a kid, and I want to gift my kid with something. Maybe I want to sell this so that I can put this into a trust for my kid. And then I find out what I thought was going to be $100,000 trust. I'll give you 10 grand for that shit.
$75,000 trust and somebody come holler at you
Exactly.
like, I'm gonna give you $9 grand.
And when would you
Exactly.
ever know that she did that for you to be able to look at her like that was corny or that was, what'd you say, classless?
You guys know I'm not a really big jewelry wearer, so motherfuckers giving me jewelry, most of the time I'm like, down payment on a house. That's what I look at it as. At some point, I'm thinking, what's the resale value on this for a real investment?
What about the guy that bought your house?
Well, I mean,
Has
thank
that
you.
ever happened?
still gonna get that appraised.
Has that ever happened?
Those are just noises.
Let's moving right
She
along.
doing
Okay.
some, my man, Mahmoud Abdul Rauf shit. Fuck is she got going on?
I know.
having a seizure.
I had a Tourette's moment. Let's move along, okay? I'm not going to spill all my secrets on this one episode.
Okay.
We got
Save
a
it
lot
for
of
the book.
time.
All right.
We
Save it
got
for
a
the
lot of
Hey,
time.
we're here all week, folks. Yeah, I'm glad J. Cole noticed that these niggas is corny too.
Let him have it.
Yeah, good for the ass.
I like when Cole get fed up. He's
too.
going to talk to y'all.
Yeah, let him have it.
Piss them off. We
I
need
wish
that
he
album
did
now,
this
though.
more. Yeah, I wish he did this more.
We need that album now, though.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I think that going back to your point, I think that's why they don't do it as much. It ain't really nobody out here competing with them. Like you said, back when the Wolves was out, it was a clue tape every month. It was a
These niggas make too
You
much
had
money
to really
today to do
ex-
this.
that too.
They
That
make
too.
way too much money
That part
today to
too.
do this.
You're right.
It's the same thing that's happening in the fucking NBA.
Sports.
These NBA niggas want to play the video game and walk through the tunnel in outfits now
right.
instead of watching film and doing all this other shit.
true.
Why? Because they get guaranteed 100, 200 million.
Yeah.
It ain't like back in the day where there's a salary cap and you got to actually work for all coin. That ain't what's happening now.
You're right.
Valid.
J. Cole has no incentive to
None.
wake up and do this every day. We used to have to go do this shit in the streets,
Bruh, that's why-
mixtapes, DJ him.
Well, everyone
him.
could rap back then.
Going back to it, that's why the Nas shit
But
is
it
so
wasn't
impressive.
this much
yo.
money back then.
True.
But
not
wasn't this
but
much
just
money
for
back
the
then.
sport. The sport was still there back then, and you knew that if X came out and you heard the new
See,
X and Lock shit,
that sounds like a joke today.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, even hearing that
Niggas
shit, it
don't care
sounds,
about that.
it
We
sounds
up.
like a joke. Call me
up,
and say
nigga.
something about come pod for sport.
That's not true.
It is true.
We get paid to pod, but
It's, you know, I'm turning that. People are offering to pay me now to come do their podcast. I turn them on
listen,
down.
listen to what I'm saying. We get paid to pod. However, if it was a man, it's gonna sound like some ignorant shit. Yo, if it was a podcast crew on our heels, you would come in here with a different attitude. We already be about to go fight on the balcony. If there was a podcast crew that was on our asses as far as number one, we would look at it differently. The competitive spirit in all of us would definitely kick in. It's just who we are. I can speak for you and I.
No, you speak for you.
You too.
Speaking for me, because my competitive spirit is always there, none of them.
Ta-da! Ta-da!
I mean, I'm trying to.
That's
have a
listen.
I'm trying
I
to
just
be
said
cool.
I'm gonna sound like an asshole when I prefaced it. Again,
None of you have ever felt like we're on my heels.
and I just said that we be damn near
At-
about to fight
at
on the
anything.
balcony now. We be in here arguing amongst each other's now, and we are where we are. So imagine if it was people vying for that spot.
No, I think when you a certain level of great, it's established. I'm serious. I'm not joking. I'm not
No.
joking. Like this nigga, J. Cole is that level
And
of
he
greatness.
is light years.
So it's established.
Yeah.
So whenever I pop up is when I pop
Is
up.
when I
and
feel
it's,
like
and
it.
it's gonna be that.
And that's what I'm saying.
And to be that up, to be that established, to be that, like, there's nothing that he has to do.
True. But if he
So
had,
still-
but if he
just
had
let me finish.
15 niggas
Wait,
comparable,
let me finish. So to be able to find some form of inspiration to do that
it's hard.
is hard. That's why I went back. That's why I was just
Especially
saying.
when all of these niggas are
Yeah.
almost billionaires.
You
That's-
agreeing, but you agreeing with
I am
him.
agreeing. I'm
Yeah,
agreeing.
I
like,
wouldn't
yo,
go that far,
dog.
Huh?
I wouldn't go that far.
Not billionaires.
Why not?
All of who?
Yeah.
Kendrick, Drake, and Cole.
Oh, okay, the three of them.
Are almost billionaires.
I don't know. I know one of them.
And you
is.
wouldn't know.
one of them.
You
Yeah.
wouldn't know and you'd never know. You wouldn't know and you'd never know. There's no way for you to ever know.
One of them.
You don't think that if... it don't matter. It's fine.
Respect.
Yeah.
If I'm off, it's half a billy. Like, what are y'all talking about?
They're all very rich. There's no question about
They in
that.
the hundreds. They in the hundreds.
They're all very
They
rich.
definitely in the hundreds.
I pocket watch them niggas. I know what they're doing. I know exactly what they're doing. I can't ever say, but they play by different rules.
Respect.
I would agree.
To be that wealthy and get on the mic and do shit like this, is like, how you bugging, man? Nigga, if you don't take your ass to fucking
Same true pay.
somewhere, yeah, go away.
I pop out
I hate-
and then I go right back away.
Word.
I pop out.
He
and
don't
I'm
do
gone.
this very, very often.
Yeah, I just pop out.
Y'all like the-
Kendrick,
y'all like
pop
the
out,
video?
I'm going.
I did.
It was cool.
I liked it.
I didn't watch it.
I liked the video because it was
Minimalistic.
Yeah.
it
like a little
tied
theater or
into
some
who he is or what his persona is. I never met him, so it ties into what he gives the world to think of him. He just sitting there,
Regular.
some bleachers type shit,
Yeah, you doing that.
no jewelry.
homeless
Yeah,
swag shit.
no jewelry. He just
That was just in his home theater in the basement in the estate.
that and just gets up and walk out.
Cole, you still him, man. There's nothing else for us to say.
Word.
And we ain't have to say that. You know, Tom.
he know.
You knew. Yeah, he knew.
He told us.
He knew.
He told us in the first season.
Jermaine. It was always a nigga named Jermaine.
Fly,
Right? It was always a Jermaine. Go Jermaines. Shout out to y'all out there.
More suede in the rain.
Yeah. Even shout out to the loser Jermaines too. All of y'all didn't hit it. All of y'all didn't hit it out the park.
Pause.
Pause. What else we got? Any more
Ice,
music?
You went to a listening party.
Oh yeah,
For?
me and my guy Ish went.
Okay.
Why you leave this
No
out?
invites. Because I didn't know. I only knew you went. I didn't know they went together. And
We
again,
didn't go
okay.
together. But no, we went to the CMG.
Would you have gone? Would you have been able to go?
Excuse me.
Good ass water right here.
Some good
Juicy cheeseburger.
People got on flights and shit. Go ahead. Okay, so go ahead. Tell us about the listening party. Are listening parties still listening parties?
No,
Mm.
they're not.
There's just a party.
Ben stopped being listening.
I did been stopped, but they've gotten worse.
Where was it? A venue or a studio?
It was Say Less.
Say less.
Oh my God.
Forget about it.
They don't have speakers there.
It was just a Bluetooth.
Fam, they had the little back room set up. Fit about 20 people in there.
Was there food?
Escorts was there?
Oh no, it's food.
Okay.
They gave you the.
What about
band
escorts?
food.
I said Escorts was there?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
These are good.
Escorts was there?
These are good men here.
I didn't see it.
You can be a good man and know when there's some
attention.
escorts around.
I'm out the loop, so I didn't.
You know what an escort
No,
looks
Well,
like.
you got it. Y'all got it. Don't worry about it.
No,
You didn't gotta
I
explain it.
was about to
I totally understand what
none
you're saying.
None of the
I was just thinking that.
recognizable escorts that I
was
know
just
to
thinking
be
that.
escorts, no, they weren't there.
Totally understandable. What was somebody saying? Scott.
But nah, I ain't hear shit.
You didn't hear no.
I ain't get to hear nothing.
You couldn't really hear it.
Couldn't hear anything, man.
So what y'all do? Just had appetizers?
Nah, I just had a couple drinks and kicked it with people I knew that was there. Just kicked it for a little bit, then I
It
left.
was a social thing more than a listening party. It was
I
more of a
hate
social
listening sessions in New York.
I'm not listening to y'all. I'm thinking about the escorts that's back in the scene. There's a few of them came back to the game. Hey, gotta step out on a Thursday now.
thing. Economy getting fucked up. At red high. Yo, shit different.
A
Yo.
little boutique ain't boutiquing?
No,
Little ass business ain't working no more.
Just call them facials, eh? Niggas ain't faking facials.
No more
Back in the facial game.
Ain't no more bumps getting popped. Yo, man, that's hilarious, yo.
We ain't shit, yo.
What do you?
Love when they fucking come
later.
down on hard times and got to come back to the game. Hey, guess who's
To retire 17 times. This is my last night. 2 years later, I'm back. You be like,
damn, that sucks. Y'all can't spot them no more like y'all used to.
yeah.
I guess some things change.
Yeah, they do.
Anywho's,
So did you get a chance to listen to the album in the car?
Nah.
Okay.
I ain't get the chance to listen
Mel,
to it.
you gonna force some CMG shit out of them?
I just wanted
We
to.
were there again.
God damn.
It was a lot. New York shit just be different because everybody
Everybody in New York is there for the show.
they want to walk around and
Yeah.
tell you who they work for. And I don't give a fuck, bro. Yo, I'm this person from there. So
That's unfortunate.
it
Pushing their product on ice.
Pause.
I was about to pause it, yo.
Nigga let it breathe, and I was about to pause it. Man.
Anything else in music came out? I know Cleo Soul came out again. Much better project.
I ain't
Much
hear
better
it.
project.
I listened to both of
I
them
heard
now,
one
and they
song.
both feel like they just went in the studio, hit record, and then said, "Yo, you can just put that out." But they're so talented that it's good music.
Yeah.
Like it's just not like it's
Was it cohesive or anything?
It's cohesive. It's beautiful music.
Yeah.
The band or Inflow, whoever's playing all that shit, is amazing. She's got a great voice, great melody writing, but it doesn't feel like they spent like a lot of time like fleshing out
The
the
second
songs.
album, the song sequencing almost sounds like each song kind of feeds into the next. You know,
I like that.
It feels like a big jam session.
Yes.
That they
yes.
just were like, no, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good like that.
Yeah, that's what they always do.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I ain't hear the second project.
It's good.
It's good.
Better than the first, right? I mean,
First one
to
was
me.
good,
No
too.
disrespect to the first. The
I
first
like
one
the
was
first
good.
one.
I was just
That's
expecting.
disrespecting the first. What'd you say?
I
What'd you
think-
say, buddy?
It's not for him.
There you go. There you go.
Hey,
There you go.
There you
Dog,
go.
I like the first project, but I was holding it to the standard
Your-
of last year's
Your
project.
Cherokee
Yes.
don't have the 6-disc changer. Just go to the next disc.
Go to the trunk.
Yo, that was some bullshit. That was the bullshit.
That was some bullshit.
You gotta go in the trunk and load your changer. That was the bullshit
That's some
back then.
peasant.
That was the
filthy.
bullshit.
That shit first came out.
That's
That
filthy
shit was-
behavior.
It was lit when
It
he
was
first
fly
came
when it
out.
first came
Then they
out.
moved it to the glove box and some of
Yeah.
them.
Stupid
Then they
ass
threw the
me
shits in the
bringing
gas.
my CDs to the car.
Had a little visor shit with all the CDs
Oh,
on there.
no, that was you.
That was you.
Yeah,
That was
nah,
you.
I'm just saying, nah,
That was you.
I did have a
I
couple
had
of
the
them.
book. I had the
You had
big
the
ass-
100
I had the
CD
book.
visor.
No, it's a little tin, but I had the little book. Let's keep my book in
I
the
definitely
car,
had the
nigga.
book.
I had
I
the
had
book
the
in the
book
trunk.
and I had the visor. I had the visor as well.
Losers.
Oh man,
Niggas- yeah,
yo, I
word.
got car
Nigga-
shamed
nigga had a
yesterday.
CD
Bad,
book for
son.
bootlegs.
I gotta tell you this one. I got car shamed
wouldn't tell him
yesterday.
if I was you.
Nah, I don't care.
Go ahead.
So I get a call yesterday. I'm in the car. I just picked my baby up, and
Super dad.
you know,
Put some respect on that.
I get a call. Shout DJ Self, shouts to Self, calls me yesterday. FaceTime. So I
Self,
answered
salute self.
I answered the FaceTime. You know, I got the shit in the car, whatever.
From a dude.
I didn't know what this nigga wanted. Like, what's up?
I just want to say, you answered the random FaceTime from a nigga with a penis.
Okay. But anyway, saying what up. He said, yo, that sunroof kind of small, son. You got no panoramic roof? Y'all ain't getting no money over there at the JBP?
See,
It gets better. It gets better.
It gets better. So now, because it was light out, so I pull the shit to close it.
Nigga said, yo,
that shit ain't automatic.
You gotta close the sunroof with your hand, Ish.
Son.
We in the spot. He said, Ish. He closed it with his fingers.
all night. Everybody we see, yo, this nigga with the little sunroof. I'm like,
He had to close it with his hand, son. I
said, all right.
Oh,
Last time I got car shamed, I went, all right.
Oh,
yeah, put some respect on Freeze.
All right.
Put some respect on
that
Big
was
Freeze.
hilarious.
That was funny as shit, though.
The nigga said he had to close the sunroof with his fingers. That shit was funny.
He made you feel insecure?
I just don't give a fuck.
I used to give zero fucks. It was just funny.
You don't got to do that in the Wagoneer, right?
Nigga to change my car 17 times in one episode. Nah, the Wagoneer, you don't gotta do that.
Anything else came out in music?
Yeah, Wayne dropped his mixtape, the Fix Before the Six. 10 songs. The first half, I wasn't really a fan of. Second half is where it kicked up for me. He was all over the place.
I like about 2 of them.
I got about 5 maybe. But
Slide was dope, and then there's another one that was dope. I think Cool and Jerry did.
Oh, that's
that was dope.
That
too.
one is dope too.
Yeah,
and I like the Titty Boy record. And the last song is cool. But yeah, a little holdover. Glad to hear Wayne. I always glad to hear Wayne. He's another one that can go whenever he feel like it. Do whatever he want to do.
That is true. Mm-hmm. Wayne can do whatever he wants, so I ain't saying nothing.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, clap it up for music.
Yeah.
Come on.
Boy, you good, boy. You are great. Clap it up for you, yo.
You are good. Boy's down for that. Yeah, that's a narcissist, right? Come on. Clap it up for me, right? Shit, fuck it.
Shit, he said.
Your love, David's bridal.
I never even seen a commercial for them.
Oh, as soon
You
as
never
seen
seen
the
a commercial for David's bridal?
I seen the ads.
Oh,
I
as
ain't
soon
know
as
they
she
had a
said that
jingle.
bullshit, I shared my phone screen and played the David Bridal shit. I went on YouTube. Them shits go back to like 89. Same little jingle. That shit work like a charm.
Your love, David's bridal.
This guy's crazy, son.
And you gonna love it too. You gonna love it. Don't worry. They got the little Taylor back there.
Right in the back.
And he gonna compliment you. Oh, what a shape.
Couple pins.
Yeah. Little safety pin this up. Boop, boop.
He's an idiot, yo.
Yo, that story is resurfacing again of, I guess, Steven Jackson and his wedding story, right?
Oh,
about,
yeah. I saw
about the prenup, and his fiance kept putting it off, and on wedding day, she still didn't sign it, so he called the wedding off right there amongst friends, family, celebrities, athletes.
He said Steph made him.
Everybody was there.
He said Steph talked to him and was like,
You saying nah? Nah what?
Yeah, I'm like, nah.
Call that off at least like a week before.
she kept
Well, what if she
acting
said,
as
"I'm
if
gonna
she
sign
was
it"?
gonna sign it.
Yeah, I'm gonna sign it. And
Well, let's do it now so we don't have to cancel this on the day.
Boy,
of the
I don't got no pen, boy.
What do you know?
I'll be right in Walgreens.
What do you know? What do you know?
Yeah, nah. So now you on your wedding day, and all right, sign it. And that's when you find out you really had no intention of signing it.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
deuces, then.
Yeah, whatever.
That's crazy.
Moving right along. All right, what else is of importance or of no importance? I'm fine either way.
Well, we talked about the Ross and Meek record. Ross went up to Funk Flex. So did y'all hear that?
I didn't.
I heard bits and pieces.
I did. Ish didn't hear it.
Oh yeah.
It's wouldn't hear that.
He's not
said
he
I
wouldn't
heard
hear that.
bits
This
and
wouldn't hear
pieces.
that.
Oh,
you
was it
definitely
real
wouldn't hear
estate?
that, though.
It was about real estate.
It was yeah.
He doesn't
It ain't
care.
about real
He
estate.
doesn't care about
Newark
that.
Real Estate Dope Boy Association.
Oh,
You know what time it is.
Man,
NRE.
I be forgetting how funny Ross is. Dog, this nigga's like a comedian. He went up there and clowned this whole, the housing situation that your man's in them is in. He clowned this shit like he was a stand-up comic, dog. Like he just wouldn't stop.
You just tickle pink, huh?
It was funny.
You gotta be my man. though.
Hilarious.
You gotta be my man.
All y'all real estate niggas is
Yeah, all you refinance head ass. Yeah, you. That's what I'm talking about.
That's not my man's, first of all.
My
But
bad.
it was funny. They was calling for the real estate RICO and all that other shit. I don't think it's funny. Even nobody going to jail, but it's all right.
Nobody went to jail.
Oh no. Some good tea.
Did y'all hear it?
I heard it.
Boom boom.
Thoughts?
Ross is hilarious, and I agree that you should not sell false dreams to little old lady. Stop selling that little old lady house. People that took their little retirement money, gave it to you. You put that shit in your pocket. Now your partner done transferred all the property to his kid's name.
Wait, what?
Caesar done put the houses in his kid's name. It's too late for that, buddy.
Oh man.
Yo, shout out to y'all out there that be just fucking your kids' credit up at 6.
Get the
light bill.
Niggas got cable.
Yeah.
Niggas got cable.
Car notes, all types of shit in their kids' name.
That was big in the hood, bro. Thank you, moms, for not doing that.
Not your mama. Your mother's fly.
I'm glad. That's why I had to thank her. The hell?
I know I had some shit in my name as a kid.
And you a junior?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
when they really get you.
Junior?
Yeah. When you're a junior, that's a layup.
I be forgetting shit. My son got in a little accident. He was all depressed. I was like, hey, who named you?
I said,
My chance.
I said, hey man, who name is that? Who named your insurance and your car, all that shit? He said, mine, Dad.
Whoa!
5 points. 5 points out the window.
A tough lesson to learn. Tough lesson, man.
Oh shit.
Damn it, kiddo.
Ooh, that 3-year surcharge, man.
I feel bad for your kids when they start learning like the lessons.
Adulting.
Yeah.
It's gotta
Yeah.
be tough.
You feel bad?
Yeah, I feel bad. I'm an overprotective dad. I hate to hear my kids with that voice. Are you okay? Do you want to question the type of father I am on air? Let's hear it.
No.
Oh. Why are you trying to come at me today? Leave
You
me
said
alone.
you'll serve them up on a platter so they can learn some accountability and send them to the prison. What the fuck you talking about? Yeah.
That's not overprotective?
You serve it. What?
Oh, you think enabling is part of overprotective?
Plays a part in it.
Oh, see, I disagree
Unfortunate.
with that. I totally disagree with that.
Really?
I think by the time it gets to enabling, that's why it's important to be able to identify enabling. Because when you get to enabling, I don't think you're helping your kid at all or protecting them. I think it hurts to enable.
It can. It can. No, it could. It's still I think it's an innate protective thing that we do.
I think that's the definition of enabling, though, is that it's harmful. Like, in what regard is enabling ever?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, I don't know about the definitions. I'm saying that if you are an enabler, at some point, maybe not in the near future, but you will see the result, and not a good one, from your enabling, is what I think. But we don't have to harp on this.
Of course.
Where we at? You have to intro this, Mel.
You definitely do.
Please.
There's a few topics you have to intro today. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Touch it. Get your shit off.
Right. Okay. So Brittany Renner, she
Hot
is.
topics.
she's-
Buckle up out there. Get ready for some hot topics.
She seems to be like a favorite to be interviewed these days.
Brittany Renner is a star, and people should want to interview her. She is a starer when she sits in front of that camera. How she speaks, the way she gives it up on any platform to anybody, no holds barred, just willing to share, is a great conversation if you're into that. Some people are not into that shit.
Right. Okay, so most recently she was talking to Shannon Sharpe, and the conversation of how many people she slept with, her total body count, quote unquote, came up in conversation. And like you said, she's extremely candid and transparent. She said that was her number was 35.
Took the internet by storm.
Took the internet by storm. A lot of people have piped up. There's some people who are on the side of, well, if you really think about it mathematically, that's really not that many. Other people are, obviously on the opposite side of that, that thought. And
shout out to you people at home with the time to debate this
Right.
to yourself, right? Like, oh,
That
did
shit
she?
was whooping they ass on the
that-
internet, yo?
It was definitely a hot topic. Shannon, apparently he had to take a shot of
14 shots.
few shots.
He bust the bottle open. He did everything.
Rick-
Over the 35 bodies?
Yes.
over the
Shannon
35
went crazy.
See,
listen,
now I'm with you. I don't know.
I think he was podding.
Rick
It was
Fox
funny.
piped up in the whole situation and insinuated he might want to be 36.
He didn't insinuate. He said it.
Okay, yeah, right.
He said that.
Yeah,
I would like to
he
see
actually
36.
hashtagged 36 to 50.
Yeah, any one of those numbers was fine with Rick Fox.
Right. Yeah. So.
Vanessa Williams wasn't enough. we need Brittany Renner too. Wow. Okay.
Right. Okay, but you.
I didn't know if Shannon Sharpe was taking a drink and being theatrical.
He must have been.
because
I think so.
he was impressed with the.
Okay, sorry. I'm sorry.
Because he was impressed with the number, or because he was taken aback by the number.
I think it's the latter,
I think it's the latter also.
and I think
a
he
lot
was
of
being
people thought it
theatrical.
I
was
think
the
it was
latter.
neither.
I
I
just
think
think-
it was whatever she said. This is potting and
No, he was
acting
definitely
camera.
being theatrical, and it was funny. It got it got what he wanted to do.
Exactly.
So, but I do think it was for the latter.
Shannon Sharpe, we assume. Well, I assume. I'll speak for myself. Hey, nigga done fucked a bunch of girl.
Yeah,
Yeah, of course.
your point.
The number 35 shouldn't have been enough to make him take a shot of anything and do all that extra shit if he was serious about being taken aback by that number.
That's not true. And from the responses that we are seeing online,
I can't see how anybody who has been in this lifestyle,
Yeah.
whatever forum it is, whether it's athletes, whether it's entertainment, whether it's whatever, would be blown away by 35 from another person who's in the
Yeah.
lifestyle.
Right.
I'm with Parks.
Sure.
Like when people start having these fucking wild reactions to numbers like 35, it lets me know that you're not of the underworld, or
Yeah.
you're not from the world where where the moving and shaking is going on. Like you come from
let's just say the
9 to
you're on the
5.
porch. You're on the porch.
You left Marshalls,
No, you ain't
went
even
home.
Not
I've been on the
even.
porch. It ain't even that.
You haven't been on the porch. You have been a part of the underworld.
You're a
Social
sleaze too,
order
man.
for-
It's all right.
It was
But
a-
not
it was-
even.
It was an outside joke.
Oh, I know. I'm
But
just
not
saying.
even. You guys will get into men in general get into conversations, and they'll talk about women in specific professions, and they'll be like, "Yo, them be the real hot girls, like nurses or whatever." Like
Teachers and nurses.
I've heard these kinds of conversations happening. So it's
Army
like
wives.
it's not even being a part of the underworld. It's just
It's being a part of the underworld.
Teachers and nurses.
Yeah.
Police. There you go.
Then they
Flight
then
attendants.
they are of the underworld. See, when I say
think
underworld,
that?
I'm not only talking about
Service industry people.
But when you said 9 to 5ers, those are in essence.
But the underworld, I'm not referring to your work. I'm not referring to what you do for a living. I'm referring to your lifestyle. I know mad girls that work at the restaurant in Long Island, and when they get off at 10, they call their homegirls and they mixing it up for
Oh, no,
the,
no,
for
no.
the
The service industry
Yeah.
is, we be fucking in the service industry.
I'm not referring to what you do for a living. I'm
Yeah.
referring to your lifestyle. And the lifestyle I'm talking about, Brittany Renner might be the only girl I know that fucked 35 men.
Meaning that
I don't know anybody that fucked 35 men.
Meaning
I
the
was about
numbers
to say
are
that.
probably higher, way higher.
I don't want to disrespect her, but
Yeah.
when Joe said, "Yo, she's being mad transparent," I think that is black windows. I don't know nobody.
You think she's lying about that
I don't
number?
want to call a young lady a liar. I'm just saying she has had access to a bunch of people that are desirable by most women.
I resist. I resist that.
She has not.
No,
You're wrong.
I can't be wrong.
You are.
All right, let's do it.
Shoot.
Give it to me.
I've seen Brittany Renner around you,
I'm listening.
right? That's access to somebody in our social circle that most women would deem desirable.
I'm desirable.
Okay, I'm agreeing with you. Keep going.
Affirmations.
I'm desirable.
I'm combating the long time part of what you're saying. Yes, she has a higher access.
What's a long time?
What's a long time?
It ain't been
How
for
old is she?
A long time.
No, she's been out here for
She has
a
been out here
decade.
for a long. I got him. I got the sparks.
Oh, my bad.
See, I don't think that's a long time.
How old is she?
I think she's 35.
And I've seen Brittany Renner around you in our social circle. Not saying that you and she, the two of you, ever shared anything. That was 15. That was almost 15 years ago. 10 years ago. So if she's been outside running the streets at 35 for over a decade, that is a long time.
Are you gonna have this talk like a podcast? Or
No.
Are you
this
gonna
is
have it like me and you?
No, I'm talking like me and you.
Okay, so let's talk like me and you.
All right, cool.
Brittany Renner, right, came over here with her boyfriend, and that was 2009 when Twitter first popped up, when she was with her soccer player boyfriend, and she was saying, I'm a virgin. Brittany Renner, along with her family, I'm just giving you my POV,
Gotcha.
come from Mississippi. They come from humble beginnings, small town. I'm telling you what they come from.
Them be the ones, but go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about how they fuck. I'm talking about what she has been accessible to. In 2012-ish, around there, she got some attention from the different crowd. And I've seen this movie 20 billion times. And she left that little lame soccer nigga that we was waiting on her to leave. Or anybody with eyes knew she was about to leave that nigga. We was just waiting. It was Trey Songz, Fast, like everybody back then. We knew that this little yoga instructor girl, whatever the fuck she soccer play, all that bullshit, you was gonna leave him. So from then, you got 2012 to now, which to your point, that may be a long time of access. But I'm talking about your default settings. I guess that's my talk. It's your default settings. I don't want to hear about how long, not Brittany now, how long you bitches got your body done and a hot nigga was letting y'all in clubs for the last 10 years. Yeah, you got your shit done in 2024. I mean, in 2014. That ain't what you come from. That ain't how you built. That ain't how you made up.
That changes quickly.
See, I disagree.
Good girl gone bad. The city's filled with them.
I disagree. I also think there's a bunch of girls out here pretending that they that.
True.
That's true.
That's true.
There's a bunch of,
But it's the other way around too,
Joe.
It's the girl that
We've
came
seen
up
that.
quiet in that humble
Yes.
beginning stuff that you talk
Yes.
about, and as soon as they get a taste of the
They
outside,
went crazy.
they
Wild
go
out. Bunch of
crazy.
them.
Yeah, I've seen it.
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that.
No,
So-
you're not.
no,
You're
you're saying the opposite of that.
You're saying the opposite of that.
I'm not saying the opposite of that.
You said there's a bunch of girls that were low-key monotone, and the second that they got into the life, they went crazy. And you said then there's some that are pretending to do that. I'm saying there's some more.
No,
I think
not
that-
pretending to go crazy, but pretending to have that aesthetic. And
Gotcha.
y'all are not them. There's levels even to the wholeness.
True. I agree with that.
Agreed.
That's it.
I'm saying this. In your 11 years of public access, you have had access to a bunch of desirable men. Now, I'm not saying that you are easy. I'm not saying none of that. And then she went on to say that out of the 35, half of them were one-night stands. So you tell them you got 17, 18 niggas that was one-night stands, and you didn't have the discernment to go against that. But the nigga that you might have been talking to for a month or two, he ain't pop.
I don't want to say that you needed discernment in those cases because she could have wanted those one.
True. I know. So that means that the nigga that
means you sorted out.
True. The nigga that put in 3 months got some box.
I'm not going to say that either. I don't know. I don't know.
We talking probability. I don't know.
I can't. It's tough for me to have like our kind of talk on air, because it's a small group.
True.
That even know what we we're discussing right now.
That's true. That's true. I agree with you. I'm just saying, again, no disrespect to her. I'm just saying that I don't think at her age, 35 is a lot of men at all. Especially when you lived a certain walk of life. I don't think that that's a lot of men.
I agree.
If you've been in corporate,
that's why
if
I'm
you
trying
went
to see
college,
what the talking point is.
A lot of girls lost their virginity in high school, so you might have had 2 dudes on your jacket before you even left high school. I know girls that had way more than that before we walked out of high school.
Same.
10, 15
I know
niggas
girls
before we
that
walked out
got.
of
I
high
know girls that got to college in that freshman year and turned it up.
Bro, I had a roommate in college that was a female for a little while, and her friends came over and they filled up the whole sheet of line paper in college.
Wait, did you say she was a female for a little while?
No, I said I had a
She was
female
a
roommate for a little while.
Got it. Sorry.
and they girlfriends will
Why
come
are you
over.
against that?
No, that sounds like an interesting story.
Okay.
That's
Nah,
all I'm
they
saying.
literally,
Don't
I
try
swear
to
to-
fucking.
Just checking.
don't-
No, this is real rap. They filled up the whole sheet of line paper in college and was working on the back. Like, it was real in college. So I don't think that 35 men at 35 years old is a lot of men at all.
Yeah,
No,
what is the talking point here? Like,
But
'cause
in
I'm
the
not-
society, but that's our walk of life.
I'm never gonna know how
we
many
know
men
that.
you fuck.
No, I'm just saying our walk of life is, 35 ain't nothing.
But, I
to
mean-
some people, they like, damn.
I didn't see the interview.
I don't want to talk to those people.
Yeah, like
Word.
I don't want to share a space with the people that think a 35-year-old sleeping with 35 people is
It's
a lot.
excessive.
I think y'all are losers. And I think y'all never really got attention in y'all lives.
I think
Y'all been too picky or something. Something's going on, but you shouldn't be in the same party with me.
You don't think it's kind of cringe to even that the question was even posed?
I
It
don't
is a
think
little
he
bit
didn't ask her.
He didn't
You didn't
ask
ask
her
her?
that.
He didn't ask
Okay,
her.
okay,
He didn't ask
okay.
her.
I
He didn't ask
didn't.
her.
I didn't have clarity on that.
volunteered
She
that
volunteered that.
information.
Okay, all right, got it.
And his response was,
But I mean, for some guys, that is a thing. Like they really want to know what is your body count. It's just like, well, how is it going to change things?
Y'all
Okay,
shouldn't be talking to those losers.
Exactly.
I know.
That's
Trust
y'all
me.
to
Because
be
my
fucking
thing
these
is-
bum-ass niggas.
how you gonna know if she's telling the truth or not?
Right.
So what is the point of that?
Why are
question?
you not just adding 70 to whatever she said anyway?
And not only that, if
What's it gonna change? Do I want to fuck or not?
No, it is going to
Nah,
change some
change
things.
some things.
For
For me, it's going to change some things. Because I don't want the little virgin girl in my room.
At
Get
all.
out. Why are you touching my body the wrong way?
At all.
If you don't go practice on a Craig,
Go do
if you don't
something.
go practice on a Peter or one of these loser niggas and learn how
out
to
of
learn how
here.
to touch and be affectionate to a real nigga of my status and caliber,
nah, it's
Valid.
No, it's different.
Very valid.
And
you're
it's-
touching me
it's-
wrong.
It's the opposite side.
This
of
is
that
a
coin.
waste of time. All the effort I put in to make this quality hour or two happen. You wasting my time if you touching me wrong.
Get out.
Because now I don't even want to touch you.
I'm
Now I'm
upset
laying here like
now.
this.
Now I'm mad.
Thinking about the other chick that I got to call now after you, who's mad because I dubbed her for you. Now I got to make it right. I got to go make it right.
Nah, I had to help moms real quick.
Yeah. I got to buy her a gift or
I had to
something
help
because I brought your bum inexperienced ass over here sitting on the bed with fucking jeans. Get out. Get out.
I'm with you. He ain't
I
said
tell you
nothing
some
wrong.
fly shit like, yo, I'm gonna take a shower right quick. I come back out, you on the edge of the bed, still watching Matlock or something
That's
on
your
the TV.
line, yo. That's
Get
your.
the fuck
You
out.
still using that line?
No, that ain't
That's
my
your
line.
go-to.
That
You
ain't
got
my
to
line. In my
definitely-
20s, maybe. In my 20s, maybe. But
Yo, I'ma take a shower
why she
right
still?
quick.
Why is she still sitting there the same way she was when you went in the shower? You got mine. Hey, what's your name? What's your name?
Shanice,
Shit, work just called. Damn it, gotta go.
that's your fault. If the shoe's still on, that's your fault.
My fault.
Absolutely. You gotta get the shoes off early.
I'm not getting nothing. I'm not getting nothing.
Where the heat be at?
No, you gotta just get the shoes
Man,
off.
if you don't learn-
Once you get the shoes off, it's a sure thing. Come on now.
At high school,
Thank you, Mel. Tell him.
no, in high school,
Look,
you
look where he go back to. 47-year-old.
no.
47 in high
No,
school.
that's what we learned in high school. You
What
get-
happened
you
in
get
high
the
school?
shoes off.
What happened in your 20s though?
You get the shoes off because when you get taking the jeans off, if you ain't take the shoes off yet, you give them an opportunity to rethink
I wish
this.
she would be in my house with jeans on.
Yo, you hear this nigga? You give her an opportunity to rethink this?
Hey, Ice, don't act like they ain't never say nah. I'm changing my mind. Like, fuck. No,
You said ice.
I'm asking the room of gentlemen.
I have to pee. Look at
Nigga
that.
stealing my flow.
at that.
It's all right, dog. We good.
Mel, what did you think? You letting us mansplain all this shit.
Word.
No, I mean, because I see why.
It's y'all that they be lying for.
What?
It's the women that the
For each
women
other,
lie for.
yeah.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yes.
Yes, they're not lying for us. We'll fuck no matter what.
Correct.
They
Nah, they lying for the men.
They lie.
I could see that.
They're lying for the men.
I could
Nah,
see.
they're lying for the women.
Nah.
They don't want to.
I could. I
They're
could.
not
I
lying.
could.
They don't want to be looked at as hoes by their peers.
I
No,
could
they
see
don't
your-
want to be looked at as hoes by the man.
They know that we're looking at them as hoes.
No,
Yeah.
men are mad judgmental. Girls will lie about
it's
it.
We
really-
knew you was a hoe
love
before we
hoes.
started
That's
talking
why you're
to you.
here.
Men love
Not
hoes.
true.
yo.
Jesus.
That's not true.
That's what we looked at.
That's
Oh,
not true,
she's a
Ice.
hoe.
Yeah.
It's a
word.
little bit of both.
Men-
You're both right. There's a little bit of both. Respectability politics are just it's
What?
She got all the terms, bro.
Yeah, L dog. This talk ain't the space for respectability politics.
But no.
we talking about fucking, yo.
I know that, but
Keep your
respectability
CNN
politics
terms.
is attached to the whole concept of why a woman would want to keep that information quiet or why she would lie about it.
All right, Ebony J.
Shut up.
You got it. You got it, Ebony J.
I'm just saying, I'm not making this shit up. Ish, am I wrong? Pull yourself together.
I'm sorry.
Both of you.
That was funny.
Newark boys.
That was funny as shit.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
man.
This nigga's an asshole.
You're a fool,
Right?
son.
Right?
Yo, girls are lying for the niggas, man. They lying for the niggas. I don't think they lying for the girls because they not telling girls how many niggas they had. That number is they telling a nigga that they trying to coerce into wifing them.
Dog, niggas is wifing the hoe. I don't understand what you're
Not
saying.
everybody.
Happily.
There's a lot of hoes out here getting wiped up.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
In the underworld.
And niggas know they hoes.
In this underworld here.
I don't think that number is as high as we think.
It is.
Hey, niggas is wiping the hoes after the last nigga wiped the hoe.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Okay.
You got wifed.
We all got wiped.
I ain't know.
You think it was only you that got the glass slipper? Oh, fuck is you talking about, nigga? Yeah, hoes getting wiped.
At what point do you guys consider a man a hoe? Like, what does it take for you guys to say a man is a hoe?
Never.
If his respectability politics
Birth.
if they're not where they need to
Are
be.
not in accordance. Yo, oh man. Guys are hoes?
Men can't be hoes.
No?
Nah.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
I think that's bullshit, but
So at what number did you get turned off?
When do you know a guy's number?
I'm just asking her.
She asked.
yeah, I feel like
She asked when she makes us makes the men take the shoes off when she walks in the crib.
By the way, dog, how many?
there's
your
no,
body count?
no. Because honestly, you don't ask. Sometimes guys just actually volunteer that information. Like I've been around guys.
Time out.
They do.
What number is
Give
the
me a
turn off
flag.
to you?
They do.
What number is the turn off to you?
Fucking flag.
Well, I've been around a guy who bragged that he slept with 300 women, and I was like, I wouldn't touch you with somebody else's vagina. That's disgusting to
You're
me.
lying though.
What?
You fucked a nigga that got 300 bodies.
Not knowingly.
No.
What? It is entirely possible.
No, it's highly likely.
Okay, it's highly possible.
That what?
I didn't want to necessarily know that, but here's the thing: it's
There you
cringe.
go.
Hold
Nah,
on,
say that.
Listen.
Yeah, say
Find
that.
some
then.
honesty.
Deniability
Don't talk about I wouldn't-
Fuck off.
I wouldn't touch you with the.
And by the way, is this the name of the episode? Respectability politics? I think so. This should be in the running. But anyways,
touch you with somebody else's vagina.
well, here's the other thing. You know what?
Please.
Honestly, the most cringy
She
part
putting that
about it.
vagina in a lunchbox.
If I'ma fuck you up, okay?
Packing that
with
shit
a
right
big
up.
red ribbon on it.
Oh yeah, with some incense. Here you go. Yeah.
With the glitter. Fucking what?
With some banana bread. Some carrot cake.
Let me tell you something.
Some
Okay,
snacks.
the most cringy part about that is the fact that he's bragging about that, and he thinks it's something to
true.
brag about.
I
That's
agree.
the cringy
That
part.
is cringy.
I would agree.
Yeah, and so you don't want to be around a guy who's be like, "I fucked this many bitches," but it's like, ugh.
Whole 300.
You're
And that's
you're
the
a,
low. That's the
and
low.
you know what? You're a liar.
I ain't want to shake the room up. The 300 is the low. That's the fucking industry age. Word.
Do you guys have any idea what your number is?
Yeah, you know me. Yes, I do. Funny you should ask. I do.
Okay,
That was the answer to that.
I got you. I was not gonna pursue
I ain't
that.
telling my shit because there's a bunch of listeners out there that wouldn't understand.
I wasn't.
They don't get
They
it.
would only judge you.
That's how I know who's a loser and who's not. Because when I passed
Go. I collect my $200 and I go about my business.
Keep going, goddammit.
Fuck you talking about?
Yeah,
nigga?
like it's a bunch of us out there that passed go a few times. We got like a couple stacks from $200.
Land on go, we double it up a little bit.
Yeah, so you bumping those girls.
Oh my God, you fucked 100 girls?
That's what they said. Look, I don't even budge him. That 100 is like a nickel to him. But the women out there would be like, and this is me as a rapper, as a traveling, touring, famous rapper.
Nigga,
they were
as
saying,
an articulate, handsome man, you ain't got to be a rapper.
no, but I'm telling you,
What are you talking about?
they didn't get the 100 coming from me, so they 100% is not. They're not getting 100 from you. They can't wrap their brain around that. Oh, here's a fun game, and then we'll move on. Oh, yeah, here's a fun game, and then we'll move right along. Mel,
God damn it. Yes.
just put a number on all of us.
No, fuck that. Nope. I'm new.
Why?
No, I always fall for that shit. I'm not doing it now, okay?
Oh, because we
y'all get
fuck-
fucking
'Cause we
butt
are,
hurt and offended and
what you
shit.
call it? Emotionally
Fuck off.
mature. Immature.
All right, well, if you do it to me, I won't get mad.
Your
I won't
EQ.
get mad either.
Your
Well, do it to me.
EQ. Your
Do it to me.
EQ.
I wouldn't get
Do it
mad.
to me. I
I won't
won't
get
get mad.
mad.
How
You
many?
giving us? We giving you our word.
Your number?
Yeah, they said they won't get mad either, but I really
I won't get mad.
I
I'm not
won't
gonna
get
get
mad.
mad.
I won't get mad.
Yeah, you can do it.
Safe space.
I would have said your number would have been around 350, 375-ish.
Mad high.
Okay.
Parks.
Parks.
375 for the God. I'll take it though. Hey.
Did you go to college, Parks?
I did.
67. Yeah.
She don't know you 6'5".
It's a little low.
Hey, please stop interrupting.
Sorry,
Mel,
I'm
Big
sorry.
Mel, let's do it.
She ain't see the curls.
Ice.
All right, she's wild.
Leave Ish for last. Save some suspense.
Jesus Christ.
Let's do Ice now.
Ice.
Did you go to college, Ice? People are listening. It should be like,
I know. Okay.
fast exercise.
Okay.
You're so goofy.
Fuck. I know. Sorry, because 90.
Okay. Almost there, but not quite.
Okay. I feel like I want to revisit Parks and give and add maybe about 23 more to that.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, 80 something.
90.
90.
Ish. He around you. He around the number that I gave you. Maybe like 240.
I will give you.
I didn't wait. Hold on. I am not participating in this
Not at all.
motherfucking
I
exercise.
never asked you to.
Okay, good.
Come on. Do you think we don't?
Okay.
Respectability.
We're not monsters.
Respectability
Respectability
politics.
politics.
Come on here, lady.
Damn.
Okay, go
I think
ahead.
we are.
I will give you one more chance at Ish's number.
Ish's number?
Why it gotta be me, yo? You don't need another chance, huh,
'Cause if-
Biggie?
If she got us, holy shit.
You may pump it up, nigga.
Yeah, and you pumped it up.
Yo.
I have you with
What the?
I said,
What, yo, what you what?
Okay, so maybe I was being a little conservative with this one over here. I feel like okay.
She thinks we're good men, except for you.
and him.
Oh yeah.
I'm a good man.
She think y'all don't get no pussy.
280.
I'll take
She
it.
think y'all don't get no
I'll
pussy.
take it. I'm cool with it.
But wait, you
That
know
is
what?
not
But
no
wait,
pussy.
That is no
That
pussy,
is not
man.
no
I'll take
pussy.
it.
That
But
is
wait.
40
not,
years old.
Huh?
40.
And did I say like 90 something?
You did.
That's no pussy. Bro.
That's definitely
Mel, if a nigga
thank you,
lost their
thank you,
virginity
Mel.
at 16.
Okay.
15.
Okay.
You got 25 years of active duty in the service.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Niggas getting medals.
Okay.
What the fuck you talking
You
about?
are right.
I'm with you.
You are right.
I like
But
that
hold
number.
on.
Yo, you know
Hold
what's funny? The 350, I thought, is a nigga ain't getting no pussy. She said
Wait.
350.
She was like,
Wait.
All right, and that concludes.
Wait.
it's
Hold on,
been
just 1
20
second.
minutes, man. It's over.
Just 1 second. Just 1 second.
Oh, God.
I wanted to take into account that relationships have taken place, and I'm
we
giving
know.
you that you're faithful.
No, we know. We know.
Okay.
That's what we're saying.
Okay.
Anywho's moving right along. Holy shit. Wow.
Oh my God.
So we're just gonna leave everybody hanging as to like how far off I
Yep.
am.
Yeah, of course.
For sure.
You're 100 off on me. You're 100.
Up or down?
Down.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
you're 100 off on me.
okay. And what about Ish?
Yeah, you a couple
I can't
hundred
speak
off
for
on
him.
me down too.
You know.
How would I
You
know?
probably know.
Wait, what?
You probably know because
Splash
the
Brothers,
number that I
nigga.
gave him, you started laughing and you were like, oh, nah, nah, nah.
Oh,
okay, so what's the
I
fucking...
have the ballpark of him. But is
Okay.
there a way for me to know? No, I do not know. He could deny or refute
So
anything
the
I'm saying.
ballpark,
But
am
I
I-
have his ballpark.
So the ball-
And boy, is it a park.
Stadium.
Oh, my God.
Is it Central Park?
Central.
It's Central Park.
That
Okay, so
nigga
it ain't the
park-
park up the hill. It's,
No,
Okay, gotcha.
no.
Yo, you so terrible.
He's had hazel eyes. Are you shitting me?
Oh, shit, I didn't
He's been
account
the
for-
shy brother.
I didn't
Pump,
account for
pump,
the
pump,
hazel
pump,
eyes.
He had money with selling houses as a 16-year-old.
I'm adding 100 to that
And
number.
he's 47. Oh, girl, let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. She added 100. You think hazel eyes? You got hazel eyes fucked up. If you only add 100 off of eyes, it's cool. You clearly wasn't in the clubs when those niggas walked in.
That sounds exhausting.
Oh,
stupid.
Lord.
Shit.
This nigga had a few in the night. Come on, what else we got? This nigga drive from, he'll drive from 107 straight to 108. You ain't hear this nigga say he got overnight bags in the car? Like, you missing context clues, mama.
You're right.
Holy shit.
You're right.
I've never had an overnight bag.
Idiot, yo.
Well, Mel, I thank you for my number. I appreciate it.
All right,
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Moving right along. Moving right along. And just so we're clear, I would have guessed your number to be extremely low, Mel.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'd have had you at like
Single digits.
12.
5.
Yeah, come
maybe
on.
6.
I appreciate
4
you
even,
guys.
for me.
You guys are full of
Where'd
shit,
that
but I
fifth- where'd that fifth
appreciate
one
that.
come from?
I love that. Thank you.
Just this weekend.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what a fifth.
Yeah.
Fifth is, yeah. That's a fifth.
Said they was long term.
Yeah, long-term relationships. Yeah. Each and every one. Come on,
Yep.
fuck they talking about out there. So we not like them. We not one of them. Damian Lillard to the Bucks.
Round of applause.
I ain't clapping.
Why not? Oh, because you're a
Oh, you're a
Sixers fan.
Sixers
Yo, nobody cares. If your team ain't winning, you just got to shut up like me. You got to shut up. Nobody cares
I'm not
about
going to
the
clap
Sixers.
for that, though. That made it harder.
I don't know that yet.
Okay.
You do got to see it.
I had this talk when LeBron went to the Heat and the whole world told me that the chip is guaranteed. I said, I got to see it. And he lost
He made
to an
it.
angry Dirk. Shouldn't have made that joke about Dirk having a cold. Now you fucked up, you and Wade. That was fucked up.
But even out of, what was it, 4 years? They was there 4 years.
I'm
3 or 4 years.
Talking about the talk when the news first
Saying
broke.
they was guaranteed.
And I said, we just got to see.
Got you.
This is more of that for me. Got to see what they look
It could
like
be
on
Brooklyn all
defense.
over again.
Even though Milwaukee is one of the tallest teams in the league, they got Portis, they got Brook Lopez. Middleton is tall still. Like, they have a tall
It
lineup.
changes the dynamic for them. I only see one thing that they lost was losing a defender, but they gained so much perimeter spacing that it's just going to damn near make Greek Freak unguardable. When you got a D Middleton on the perimeter, you got a D Dame on the fuck the perimeter. You got D Dame from half court.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Like that just changes everything for the Greek Freak on the inside. Like he's unstoppable as is. You gotta pack the paint.
I wouldn't
can't
be
do that
shocked
with
if they.
Dame.
I wouldn't be shocked if they lost to Miami again.
I would.
I will. Yeah,
I wouldn't be
Miami's
shocked
too
at all.
small. Way too small now.
I have to see it
Yeah,
before
yo.
I confirm any of what you're saying. Miami has a chip on their shoulder now.
The only thing you could do with Miami is potentially put Dame in the pick and roll. You know what I mean? With Jimmy or one of them, they could put him in the pick and roll and take him down low.
Oh, well, I'm saying Miami. I need to see who's on Miami because they lost Gabe Vincent. They lost a few people too.
They lost Game Vincent. They lost Strauss.
They lost some people. There was word that Dame, when he found out he wouldn't be going to Miami, that he wanted to rescind the trade offer, and Portland's GM was like, "Nah, you're out of here, buddy. You're not coming here."
I don't blame him.
Why?
And then
Yeah.
Dame also released a record explaining him leaving Portland, and in the record he said some slick shit like, "There'll never be another me. Y'all gonna see soon." I don't know if that's a Scoot Henderson diss. I don't know.
Could be.
Portland was real quick to move off of Drew Holiday. Real quick. They didn't even consider keeping him there, which means they happy with their guards. They happy with Anthony Simmons
It's a shooter.
and Scoot Henderson and letting them develop, not putting a veteran in there.
I was just about to say you got to pay Drew, and they got two young ass guards. They're damn near in their early 20s that you could rebuild your team around.
Early 20s, Scoot 19.
And,
like that, maybe
and
20.
Anthony probably what 21,
Yeah,
22.
super young.
So you went and got Ayton. You know what I'm saying? They got a really young nucleus of players. I don't necessarily want to bring Drew over here unless you need veteran leadership, but you could go get cheaper veterans. You know what I'm saying? You could go get PJ Tuckers and you know what I mean, cheaper veterans than what Drew Holiday is getting. I think Phoenix got better. I think Phoenix got a little tougher.
I think Phoenix don't care.
Why?
Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker.
I know. So now all we need is toughness.
They added to their bench, so they have
Toughness. We got Nurkic, whereas Ayton was he was talented, but he was not the toughest big man. That's all they needed.
You know why I'm not mad at the people who have Milwaukee as the Eastern Conference representative in the finals? You know why I'm not mad at those people? Like, finally there's parity in the West.
I love it. I love it.
In the West was always the conference where you just knew who was
Coming out of it.
coming out. Outside of Denver, I can't guess where nobody's
I
going to
was just about to touch on that. I was about to say they went and got Nurkic because Ayton,
Can't handle.
he's too
He can't handle
tougher,
it, too.
like
Yeah.
physically tough. Now I got another dude that's gonna bang down low with you, ain't scared to get physical pause. Like, let's see what happens. I'm gonna put my Bradley Beal, KD, and Booker up against your Denver squad. And now I'm gonna go get somebody that's gonna make it a little bit tougher for your guy, and I'm gonna be happy with where the chips.
I'm
fall.
happy for Dame to go to somewhere that probably has a little bit better fighting
somewhere where
chance.
they got some hoes.
Yeah, well,
I know Dame is married or whatever. He not into none of that, but it's good to land somewhere. Hey, Milwaukee got them sleeper eights. Sleeper eights out there.
Milwaukee's a nice city,
When I
man.
went out there,
I've had some times in Milwaukee.
that 8 might turn into a New York 6. But when you out there,
That's an 8.5.
yeah.
I put a little extra on
High
that.
grade. Shout out to the Milwaukee hoes. Especially if you're listening out there. We need to go do a show out in Milwaukee.
Milwaukee's a nice little city, man. He's gonna have a good
Milwaukee's
time
cool.
there.
And they got hookah out there.
Yeah,
Yeah, hookah and hoes.
I had some good food out there too.
H&H.
Me too. I had some good food.
Hookah holes and hot
Hit
dogs.
a couple of little breweries out there.
I can't wait to see how Dame looks paired with Thanasis and Alex. All the Tumatumatunko brothers. I need to see that. Evan Turner a few weeks ago tweeted, dog, ain't nobody coming to Milwaukee to work out with you, nigga. Fuck out of here. And then yesterday he said, yo, everybody coming to work out. Everybody coming to Milwaukee to work out, buddy. They pulling up now to work out.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'm just excited for the season to start. Jason Tatum told me he was going to come talk to us before the season started. He did not. I'm tight about it, but whatever.
He ran from it. That's all. Tell him he ran from it. Tell him.
He had a summer.
The season ain't start.
He had a summer. Nigga, they got to. It's season time now. It's October. It's October. It's the last day. Today is the last day of September. It's over.
Damn sure is.
That shit came and went. Had something to do. I like all this rain, boy. I like all this rain. I do.
Go out and drive in it.
Word.
He likes that too.
Nigga, you like being out in
Bro,
traffic.
that
in the
nigga be
road.
flying in the rain.
No,
No, you're not flying.
you're not
out there.
flying. Huh? You're not flying today.
No, he. All right. That nigga do for you.
It's cool.
There's a button on my car to raise it 4 inches.
Oh God. The Batmobile.
I'm going. And I love it.
When everybody is stuck and stopped, where you going?
Pass y'all.
Pardon me.
Not y'all.
Pass y'all losers. Y'all niggas that got to manually close your roof.
All right.
What'd you call that sunroof? That ain't even it's like
All right.
it's like a half moon roof.
All right. Dealership open today.
There you go. There you go. Talk
playing
tough.
with me.
Talk tough. There you go. Talk tough.
They still open.
On a rainy day, they open.
On a rainy day, they are open. They didn't stop selling cars.
Dame Lillard, you know you're a friend of the show. We love you and support you no matter what. And I got to see how y'all look against the Knicks. You know what I mean? I got to see what it look like. The off season is not finished.
I ain't Miss Cleo, but I think I got a vision of what it's gonna look like.
Old ass jokes. Old head ass thing. Shut up, man.
I know.
Off season ain't done yet. And I'm gonna sound stupid. I do need to see where Dwight Howard lands before I start guessing
Indeed.
who's doing what.
I don't know what he did down there in Golden State to piss them off.
Because JaVale McGee went back to Dallas, right? JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard are two game changers
right back to
for
LA.
me.
Absolutely.
I just want him to
Both
come back
of
to LA.
Who, Dwight?
Dwight and JaVale.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know why y'all did that. That was stupid. I was keeping one of them.
Both of them.
Mm-hmm.
They
One of them for sure.
For the Chief.
Yeah, I don't know. Listen, on sports, right? I watch ESPN. I watch all my little sports shows, and sure enough, all week since Monday or Tuesday, they have been promoting that Taylor Swift will be at the Jet game
Oh my God.
against the Chiefs. I hope that's an away game.
No.
It's in New York.
It's
Yeah,
at the Meadowlands.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Jesus. Oh my!
See if your
Lord.
little car fly over Route 3 now, buddy.
No,
See if
when
your
the
little
Jets
car
is
fly
home,
over
when the
Route
Jets
3,
is home,
buddy.
Giants is home, I stay home. I'm watching the game.
That's-
I'm not moving around. Hey, listen, and
It's
some people really loved our Taylor conversation
It
last
was
pod.
50-50. It was really 50-50.
Some people really hated our conversation the last pod. It's 50-50.
Yeah.
And who liked it and hated it. Listen, I think Taylor Swift is a clout chaser. I know that sounds really stupid when you're that famous. And I know that the average person that's not famous has a hard time grasping how someone that famous can be a clout chaser. I totally get that. But that girl's a clout chaser.
How so?
What do clout chasers do?
They attach
Things for
them-
attention.
I think that Taylor Swift does a lot of things for attention.
Like what?
Like this.
Well,
Like
outside
date,
of this.
Like
date
this.
certain people. Her roster's interesting.
She's faked relationships. She's faked relationships. She does things
As
that
has
I
half
don't.
the industry.
And a lot of
Not, stop it. That's,
I don't know that
that's
to be
when y'all
true,
start
though.
getting.
I don't know that to be
It
true.
is true.
And
I'm
he
telling you, it's true. One,
He pursued her.
and two,
And made it
I'm
public.
not talking about half the industry that has to do that. We talking about somebody that changes the income of the city when they move.
Sure.
So no, you are. I'm not holding you to the standard of everybody else.
No, but in this particular instance,
This is all. This shit is corny and goofy.
no,
I know niggas
but
don't
no,
want to say it.
listen.
That shit is goofy, yo.
He chased her and made it
I
public.
don't give a fuck. It's
So she can't be the clout chasing one if he was the one pursuing her publicly.
If it's all
Wait.
fake, he could.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Not only that, why
But that's
why
speculation.
does ESPN know on Monday that Taylor Swift will be at the game Sunday?
That's weird.
There's no way that you can explain that to me and it not sound goofy and weird.
I mean,
It's goofy and weird that ESPN knows for certainly, it's confirmed Monday that Taylor Swift will be at the Jets game Sunday. There's theories floating around that she's doing some of this because Beyonce is, you know what I mean? I'm not going to pay that no mind. I'll leave that for the girlies. But I don't think that's so far-fetched either.
You lost him.
Yeah.
what are they trying to say about her and Beyonce? That
You know that they be trying to, the white people be trying to make Taylor Swift the white Beyonce.
okay.
I didn't like that after the last pod, the Taylor Swift fans, I didn't even like that challenge that the Taylor Swift fans had going on where they tell their boyfriend that, hey, it's good that people know who Travis Kelce is.
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Y'all didn't see that challenge?
Yeah, I saw
Seen
that.
it. I didn't know it was a challenge.
It was
Yeah,
a challenge.
It started going crazy on
TikTok.
Yeah,
Goofy, right?
very.
Keep going.
No, respond to me.
I don't necessarily think it's goofy. I think that's just where we are.
That's goofy. And if
That's
you didn't see the
goofy,
videos,
I saw some.
they even more goofy.
Your man,
you got to hear these
Julius Randle and all them. I seen his.
Respect to Julius Randle.
Yeah.
I won't talk about him.
No,
some
I
of
saw
the
it. It
rest
was
of
funny.
y'all girlfriends sound nuts. Y'all girlfriends' voices sound ridiculous, yo. And they should not be talking into phones about football matches.
They shouldn't talk. Period.
The Taylor Swift, I'm not going to say that, but these Taylor Swift fans' voices, they're annoying. Especially when it comes to football matters. And I just thought it was funny that was a challenge considering that that's what many black girls were saying about Travis Kelce. It was a joke when the black girls were saying it.
It's still a joke.
It's not a joke. Not a joke. Some of them wives believe that. But anyway, I just think it's goofy that Monday people know that she's coming to the Jets game.
One of my takes was that the NFL has a vested interest in this.
Joe just said
Well,
she changes
no,
the
she
income of a
changes the
city
income
when
of
she
No,
the
comes
I know
through.
that, but
Mark Cuban was doing ESPN or whatever he was doing. The cameras caught him on his way up, and he did a public plea to Taylor Swift to date anybody on the Mavs. He did that. He did that outside to the paparazzi. I said, "Cool, she makes money. I get it." Like he was saying there's a lot of single players on the Mavs. Then he went upstairs to ESPN, sat at the desk, and said the same exact thing on air. Oh no, that's a concentrated effort for you to get this message out. I don't even know if you're joking now. Cloud chasing for many equals money and monetization.
Yes.
But my thing is, you're saying, all right, so
Mark is clout chasing.
But I'm not taking up for her.
Kelsey is clout chasing.
How is it her being
Kelsey's
a clout chaser?
ex, boy, girlfriend, baby mom, whoever that is that was on the show, you have to shut the fuck up. Nobody cares, and no, he didn't cheat on you. Y'all were never a thing. You won a fucking show. You hear? Watch out, Taylor.
He's a narcissist, once a narcissist. Always
He cheated on me, he'll cheat on you.
Just to be clear, it's not
Bitch, who
Kayla
is
Nicole,
you?
it's the other one.
We're not talking about Kayla. We're talking about the other
Maya something.
We don't even gotta know her name. She's sitting down with E.T.
Yep.
What are you doing? Taylor's a goof. Everybody involved is a goof. They all goofs.
Okay.
Travis Kelsey, that's my man too. Mad Dog on ESPN said the same shit. Sick of him now. Sick of him now. Travis Kelsey got a State Farm commercial. He got a toilet commercial. He got a Cinnabon commercial. They got beef jerky commercial. They got every commercial in the world because Taylor Swift came to one game. Sit your fucking ass down. See, to your point about fucking Super Bowls. Super Bowls didn't do all that. Super Bowls didn't do all that.
Neither did Kayla.
Super Bowls didn't do all that.
Neither did Kayla. That was my point.
I don't know that.
Yeah, I bet you fucking don't. I bet you fucking don't. She ain't push them jersey sales up 400% in one
Kelsey is
one
in
weekend.
back-to-back. Well, she can't do that.
One weekend.
Well, nobody can do that.
Okay.
There's a select few that can do that. We're not going to re-argue the point.
We're not.
So we'll leave. But yeah, she's a doof.
I don't want no
She's
sauce.
a doof.
I'm
I
tired
hate
of hearing
it.
this shit.
I hate it.
And it's only gonna get worse.
It is.
That's the bad part. This is the beginning. This shit is only gonna get worse. Every week.
Called her the white Beyonce, yo.
No, I did not.
No, he said
No, I
they try
did
to
not.
make her to be
Oh, they
that.
trying to
No,
make
I
her the
did
white
not.
Beyonce.
I would never even utter such ridiculousness.
Her counterparts are trying to force that narrative.
They've never seen her dance. Y'all got eyes? I know y'all just like to say shit because there's like this white savior shit going on. Oh, the HBO shit. The HBO shit. Did y'all see it? About the little white girl going to Uganda?
No.
Oh,
I didn't know it was out.
Okay.
I knew it was coming.
No, I started watching Dark Side of Comedy.
What'd you think?
It's excellent. I watched the Andrew Dice Clay episode. I watched the Freddie Prinze episode. I watched a few of them, and I'm looking forward to the next season. It's got Robin Williams, Sam Kinison. Like the lineup is like crazy.
John Belushi,
Yeah, it's really good. Phil Hartman.
Phil Hartman.
It's really, really.
They got the ones
Yeah.
in the next
That's the
season.
ones.
Yeah.
Damn, I want to talk to y'all about the Savior Complex white girl.
Tuesday. We'll watch it by then.
Yeah.
Sorry, I did
Watch
not.
it. Y'all
Yeah.
been busy this week, boy.
You know, just trying
Drop
to
the ball.
stay dry. Anywho.
His faces. Oh man.
Fucking Taylor Swift. I can't believe people can't see through some of this celebrityism shit.
They worship the celebrity. They don't care.
Yeah, they want this.
They want
What are you
this.
talking about? They welcome this
It's
shit.
only a small portion of us who see through it and hate this shit. They love every second of this.
And we don't hate it when it's the right people that we like. Same shit.
No, I hate it. I hate it.
I hear you.
Fuck out of here. How y'all feel about Drake about to surpass Michael Jackson for number ones all time?
Boy's been on a hell of a run. I mean, for starters, so it's hard to deny him. It's a different world, though. They're different feats to me.
I agree.
Like Mike was selling physical shit, and these are streams. It's different, but it's still to be commended.
Drake is Drake. But to Parks' point, I think, and I don't know because it's not my necessary field, but did the labels and all of them have so much power back then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's basically going to be it's a foregone conclusion because MJ's been deceased for, what, 10, 15 years now?
No,
Yeah.
Drake has just had a 20-year run that has been
Right.
so.
Well, he has, since he's still with us, he has the ability to catch up to that record.
And he got an album dropping next
Only need
week.
one more,
He got an album dropping next week.
right? One.
Yeah, one.
You only need one more.
Yeah.
So definitely.
Yeah, he'll
Drake.
get that.
Time to go stream Thriller some more. Come on, we got to make something number
Can't
one.
get no more number ones.
Come find some remixes or
You
something.
gotta find some old shit. I mean, congratulations, Sam.
The streaming game.
You can't
man.
be mad at
Like a lot of these stats now. I'm not mad at it, but a lot of these
I'm
stats.
grateful I got a chance to witness Toronto.
I take them with a grain of salt. Honestly, just because the streaming thing now is
Yeah, that's
it's almost like pulled numbers from the air. Damn near.
kind of my point. Like they can make you number one if they want to make you number one. So, but y'all saying they
You
could have
still
did
got to
that
do your
yesterday.
part.
Yeah, and he's done his part.
He
No,
did
he's-
his
no,
part.
No, he's
I'm
up
not-
there. I'm not trying to
No,
take
wait,
anything
I'm
away
not
from
knocking
him.
him
It's
at
just
all.
it don't hit the same.
Does it include features?
Yes,
The number ones
yes,
count?
because
'Cause
some of
that's-
the ones on there were like I think one of the Rihanna records that he was featured on
'Cause-
was on the list.
Obviously, in that day, Mike wasn't hopping on records like
Right.
that. So there's a little bit of an advantage too in that. But again, Drake is him. I'm not surprised by this at all.
Sure, I agree with that.
And there's less competition now. There's less hymns now than there were in 1980 and during the 80s. So if you're the hymn amongst a couple other guys,
If I got the stat, I don't care about none of this shit.
I would,
y'all
Facts.
got.
yeah, word. I
Yo,
wouldn't
I'm
give a
passing
fuck.
Michael Jackson.
Oh, no, we gonna hear this.
Has been niggas. I'm here.
Oh no.
Y'all thought we heard about him passing the Beatles.
We're gonna hear this.
We ain't hear that beat. We ain't hear the end of that Beatles shit for years.
true.
This is it.
You can't be mad.
Can't
Well deserved.
absolutely.
All right, go Drake.
Yeah, man.
Go Drake. Good for him. Blend that with the Adam news. Man, he's having a week, ain't he? What else? Oh shit, speaking of Drake, so Khaled walks out Drake. You know, Drake is doing this thing where somebody walks him out. Somebody walks him out. So Khaled walked him out the other night holding a big sign that says, I have 2 Drake songs on my album coming in 2024. Khaled is always going to promote some shit. So I mean, but ew.
Your man Bow Wow walked him out, promoting some different shit.
Promoting his do-rag line.
Ugh.
Who knew that Bow Wow had a do-rag line?
Who knew Bow Wow
Well,
had
now
waves?
everybody does.
Who knew Bow Wow had waves?
I ain't never seen him with no waves.
Don't nobody got waves. The kids kill waves.
Yeah, stupid asses.
Dang, these kids
They
is
kinda
too
did.
busy to run around.
They're not
buying
disciplined,
Daks
yo.
and
They,
Murrays.
yeah, they ain't
You
disciplined
know how
enough.
much you gotta brush your hair.
Brush your
and-
shit for 17 hours a
Niggas
day.
ain't doing that.
But once they there.
What?
You had waves before?
Yeah, briefly on the side. On the side.
Yo,
On the side. On the side.
Yo,
Hey, my top couldn't wave up like it
but
was
on the
supposed
side,
to, but on
though?
the side, I got jiggy with it on the side. You had waves though, right?
of course you did.
Hear that, Mel?
I
Gotta
heard.
add 300 for the waves. Gotta add 300 for the waves, Mel. Nah, it's true.
Stupid, yo.
It's true. Congratulations to Drake.
And Bow Wow.
And Bow Wow.
And Bow Wow and Cat. I get whatever. Let's see what else. Hot topics. Who's ready for some hot topics out there?
Scorching hot.
Jeezy and Jeannie. News just came out that,
They're still cohabitating, even though he filed for divorce,
and they're not speaking to each other.
and they're not. He says it's awkward.
I bet.
It's awkward knowing this. Like, see,
Yeah.
I be wanting to know how this stuff leaks from my house to the source. How is it being reported the day of that
Because you
we're
got
not speaking?
somebody in the house or somebody that knows something running their mouth.
I have thug motivation and trap or die. I don't think it's him.
No.
I don't think that Jeezy is hitting anybody to say, it feels weird in the house. Last night we slept with our backs facing each other.
I'm sure Jeezy and they live in Atlanta.
I don't know. We don't
I
know.
don't know where
No?
that- yeah.
I don't know.
Because Atlanta niggas be getting a nice little bit of square footage for the right price.
Sure.
So they might not even be seeing each other when they sleeping. I'll be on a whole different wing.
That's possible.
That
I'm
don't
not
change
saying-
nothing for me.
No, you just said
I don't want you breathing the air that's in here. Like, go that way. Get out. Go to your sister's house. Go to whoever was giving you that bad advice that ruined the relationship.
I don't know what their finances are.
Yes, you do. They both doing great.
Yeah, I would assume.
Get out.
I would have moved already.
Right.
As the man, I would have left. The man always got to leave.
True.
Yeah.
Well, look, well, well,
they okay, I guess.
Yeah. If it's hours, the man got to leave. Always. So.
At least in the interim.
Yeah, you got to go.
While you're figuring shit out, yeah.
I couldn't do that. Me personally, I couldn't do that.
I'm going to assume that they're staying in the same house
For the child?
for their child because, like we said, they both have way too much money to continue living in an awkward situation.
So you live in an awkward situation. So you live in an awkward situation
for their kid.
You're trying not to make it as awkward for your child, even though kids will pick up on it and sense it
quick.
But then what happens is, in many instances, that the guy and the girl are in a relationship together. When the child is born, they're living under the same roof. Now, who concedes to say, "Yo, I'm out"?
Me,
the man.
I'm blowing
and a
this
lot
joint.
of dudes
Paul.
not necessarily with
I'm
them.
getting the fuck out of here. You in here acting weird.
You get what I'm saying?
Quiet, slamming doors, stomping all hard.
Nah, you got your family in here getting on my fucking nerves too.
You in there cooking for just you.
Don't be slamming my doors.
You don't give me them cast iron. fucking
So you gotta start getting petty.
Don't you touch a skillet.
What skillet?
Yeah, the skillet in my room.
Good luck.
All that shit is in my room.
All that shit in
You
here.
get the one little tiny frying pan that they make an egg in. You know, the little tiny
Little one.
You get that.
Nigga. Yo, you stupid.
I feel horrible like having to be in these people's business. Like
Yeah,
I don't want to be in nobody's
at
business,
all.
especially your marriage business.
Word.
Like people should be able to divorce quietly.
Amicably, hopefully.
I don't care about that, but it should be quiet.
It's nobody's business but
But
theirs.
when you're a celebrity and you don't divorce amicably, it's going to be public fodder.
Okay, same situation for all of y'all. You have to leave, but you want to be super petty. What are you taking with you?
Chargers.
The router.
Spatulas.
The router.
The router's a good one too.
The router's coming with me, bro.
I've been through this before, so absolutely nothing. When I leave, my mom's on the way
To do what?
to sit in that house.
Oh, God.
To sit right in that house with the whole time you in there and I'm not in there, my mom will be there.
That is awkward.
Yeah.
What?
You can't take all the stuff that's valuable to you when you leave.
You can't.
No, you
And there's
can't do
no
that.
and there's no way of knowing what mood she in when you leave around all your valuables that the judge or nobody's going to reimburse you for. Somebody you know better go over there and sit there until she figure it out. Our shit is in that house.
That's true.
Oh, she wasn't mad enough then in y'all situation.
I got you. No, I love. The dude
Yeah,
just
but she
got to
wasn't
leave,
happy.
my nigga.
She wasn't happy when you
The dude
left.
just got to leave, yo.
But when you left, what was her temperament?
Now, we agreed.
That you have to go.
Oh, so that means your artwork stays in place.
No, she kept
stays in one piece.
She kept it.
Yeah, nah.
It stayed in one piece and got transferred right to her wall. I was tight, too.
Yeah, no.
Bitch ceilings was higher than ours. Like, that shit look fire up there. That shit look fire on her wall. It ain't look like that on our shit.
Yeah, no, I'm not playing none of them games. Somebody will be right there.
Fucking sunshine covering
babysit
these
you.
tall windows. It's a tough situation. But now, let me say that. Stay there. What if she said, yo, when I ain't here, my mom comes?
Your mom been here.
That's
why we here.
I ain't talking about that.
Your mom been living here.
Your instance, I meant.
Go ahead, have a blast.
Oh, no.
Well, no, in my instance, that couldn't have happened because all the shit in here is mine. You don't really have nothing in this house.
See, that'd be where your instances be unique.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying personally for you. Like in
Go to
my situation.
Y'all had got all that shit together.
Yeah, my shit,
Okay.
we moved in collectively. We bought houses
Got it,
collectively.
got it.
We lived together. So as we acquiring shit.
It wasn't you having a spot and she moved
Yeah,
in
you
with
didn't move into my shit.
Oh, well, she could take her pan.
Get your little socks.
Yeah, you go ahead, yeah. Girls don't be really having nothing. What girls own?
Wow.
all your clothes.
Yes, nigga's an idiot.
Hey, somebody tell me, get your little ankle socks, your shorts.
No, the shorts are mine. Don't stay. My hoodies, don't stay.
Girls don't be having nothing of substance. A little too small TV.
Stupid, yo.
Everything girls got, they could leave at the drop of a dime.
Like heat, they can leave it in 30 seconds.
Go take your little Louis bag.
Stupid,
All right,
yo.
you got it. All right, put that bag in that bag. Come on, consolidate. Condense them shits.
Put that bag in there.
Girls want their little heels. Oh shit, my Gucci. Get that shit. Come on. Because if you don't, it'll be on the next chick. Never knew how many of y'all wore a 9. Oh God,
Stupid, yo.
a 9.
Yo, that's terrible.
They shit.
They took the shit?
Huh?
They'll take that shit?
What?
What?
Somebody else's shit.
Yes.
You'll do that? Would you do that?
How would she know?
I would. Thank
How
you.
would she know?
Thank you.
How would she know?
It's used, nigga.
How used?
Yo, the red bottom man. Yo, stop it.
Hey, big dog.
Yo, this is an audio broadcast. Stop playing, yo. Oh man,
I wish I had my shades.
Answer his question.
I
Would you
need
do
my
that?
shades,
He's asking you, Mel.
It's possible, yes.
Really?
Especially to be petty.
To get reboxed. Mad girls have got reboxed.
I'm not taking no another nigga shit. You can't give me no another nigga old shit. Crazy.
Crocodile.
What if it was watches?
Birkin.
I don't want none of that nigga shit. It could be the best fucking watch in the world.
Respectability politics.
Yeah, respectability. Nah, that's real
You
shit,
wouldn't be,
big
though.
dog.
You fronting, yo. You potting.
Nah, his real shit though.
You potting.
That's what I said.
You potting.
Nah, I respect that.
You potting.
If you can't respect that, your whole perspective is whack.
You potting.
I didn't say nothing.
Oh, all right.
All I said was I feel you.
You'll take another dude shit?
What's the watch look like?
I don't give a fuck. Yo, man, you niggas.
How tough is he?
I'm good. I'll pass.
It should be all over Newark with a little Richard Silly.
No, I won't. Crazy.
Sleeves rolled up and everything. Wow. Sleeves all the way up here.
Yo, arm hanging out the window.
Niggas be on their IG video, just gotta keep rubbing their face. Yo, dog, we get it. You got your new
shit.
shiny shit on, my nigga. They be like,
Oh,
something
man.
about,
It's
I'm
just
not-
too prideful and egotistical.
I'm
You
not
do
doing
have a lot of pride in the ego, though.
to wear next man's shit?
I'm just saying you have a lot of pride in the ego is all I'm saying.
I think we should have more than if that's the case.
You just take like a little Clorox wipe. Clean it off. It's good.
I'll take your word for it.
I've definitely taken some shit. I've done it.
Of another niggas from a chick?
Yes.
That's crazy.
She had the, are you kidding me? She had the fucking, the Knicks warm up shit. She had the Knicks practice hoodies. Yeah.
He was walking around in Chris Childs shit.
She had the official Knicks socks, like not the shit from the,
The
store.
NBA socks.
Yo, bitch.
Just be having the
Give me
pads on
those
them.
shit. That's not even your team.
Yo, you are crazy.
Hell yeah, I was in the hood. They was like, oh, that's the official shit. Yeah, I know. Shit was a 7X. Shit came to my knees. Big as hell.
Oh shit.
And then Marcus, when Marcus played for the Nets, Marcus used to come with a whole bag. Yo, I'm about to get rid of all this shit to the Salvation Army, but I know you like all this fucking exclusive warm up shit, so you want the shit? Nigga, yeah. Nigga, if you don't bring that shit over here.
And Marcus had Adidas. Yeah, give it here, nigga.
All of that real shit.
I'm good. I'm not.
I don't know if I would take somebody's watch. I wouldn't know, though. I wouldn't know. But what I'm going to ask? And what? It got scratches on it? Why she handing me some shit that's scratched up?
Yeah, I'm good, dog. No,
Oh,
no,
man.
Nigga, shit, you crazy.
What else is important or unimportant? Oh, shit, I meant to ask you that. Would y'all fuck a battle rapper?
I'm sorry?
Would you fuck a battle rapper?
No.
Maybe.
Maybe for Parks, Ice,
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Yes.
the My Verse girl.
I just said yes that I would fuck a battle rapper.
You got one off the top of your head?
No.
No,
I've seen a couple battles. There's some attractive
Oh,
female
there is,
battle rappers.
okay. I wasn't aware.
I'm not. Yeah, that's my thing.
There's a
I'm
couple
not-
of them.
I wasn't aware. But yeah, why not?
I wouldn't. Based on her profession, I wouldn't give a fuck.
How does she rap though?
Yeah. She don't
trash. Nigga. She getting killed.
Yeah,
She getting killed in her battle.
Oh, they're good.
She'll get killed at home too.
She's running into your arms.
Nah,
Yeah, come on.
yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Babe, they
Yeah,
got
yo,
me
she's
again.
30, Juman. Come in.
Nah,
man.
the problem is when
She's
she's
30,
dead
Juman.
nice.
Damn.
That's when things get sticky.
Why?
If she's super nice,
Okay.
you're not winning no argument at the crib
You crazy?
against a battle rapper.
She ain't gonna be in my crib rapping.
Rap. She gonna be rapping.
Soon as she hit her, I said, "Yo,
Me too.
we hitting the door." Wait, what? Oh, you talking about getting your dick sucked from it? That's what you're saying.
Yes.
They good. Yeah, I said yo too. Fuck you
Word.
talking about?
Word.
What's wrong with you, yo?
Why you wouldn't?
Because I don't feel like I would want our relationship to be fodder for the battle.
So you wouldn't fuck a podcaster either.
Or a regular rapper?
Shut up.
I ain't even say nothing.
Does the same not hold true for regular rappers?
I'm stuck. Yeah. Same thing holds true. Yes, it does.
That's
right
different.
now.
Right now.
Right now.
Got
you.
Got it.
It's a good one. If she pretty, I'm knocking her head off. So to answer you, yes. I don't have a problem against that.
Okay.
Are you fucking a battle rapper?
Nigga, no. Wish I would. Not a one.
Yeah, right.
Not by the hair. Not by a hair on my chinny chin chin. Not happening. Sorry.
Man, if MC Vicious came through with a fat ass and some long hair and was cute, and you were single, okay.
Not at all.
I hear you.
Not at all.
He pie.
What about a regular rapper?
I'm not partying out. That's different.
What's the difference?
What is the difference? My regular rapper girlfriend is going to the studio to record a song and put it out to try to further her career.
Mm-hmm.
She's not standing on stage letting some niggas spit.
What if she nice though?
What if she
What if she cleaning all them niggas up?
I don't care. I'm in the crowd supporting my girl, watching some nigga just all in her face, killing her. What if he go on a mean run? You just gotta stand there. I'm not doing none of that shit. Hell no, I'm not fucking no battle rappers. I don't understand it when the battle rappers start getting into that bag. When they start snitching on the niggas fucking the battle rappers, it'd be so embarrassing to me.
They be going crazy too. Once they start getting this person fucking this person, and
remember we all stayed in the same hotel. I remember the night swell. Well, you was creeping on the second floor, and I went to go check to see if they had condoms, and they didn't have more. Wait a second, dawg. You was going wrong.
That's pretty good. You just did that.
I'm not. You can't do that.
Pretty good.
Nah, them niggas be disrespectful
nah, they go crazy
up there.
They go crazy.
Dog, you just did that top of your head?
Yes.
It's pretty good.
That was nice.
That was alright, man.
That's pretty good.
That was good.
You fucked her in the closet where they keep the brooms. Wait, stop.
Couldn't afford no more rooms.
No, stop. Holy shit. Nah, that's funny.
I knock one of their heads off. You crazy.
And you always learn something about your battle rapper girlfriend when they do that. You would fuck her in the closet, they had the broom. You ain't know the T-Rex just finished coming out that room. You ain't know that Big Dog was fingering on Joe.
Hold on, wait. You doing what on Zoom? I didn't even know you had a Zoom.
Oh, man, yo, that's crazy.
By the time you got to it, that shit was a prune. It's all going crazy.
Nigga stupid.
No, I'm not fucking no battle rapper. What else?
That's
What else?
Holy
Britney
shit.
Spears. Is there something important with Britney Spears?
She was playing
dancing
with
with
knives
knives.
and shit.
All right, Britney Spears was dancing with knives.
Yeah.
I
her
stand
dad-
by my 2020 comment.
I stand by it too.
Yeah,
Dad
I'm
was
with
right.
you. I'm with you.
Dad was right.
That was right.
Take her money. Take her money. She don't deserve it. More quick hits. Lil TJ. Lil TJ is the young girl that they said her and her brother had died. The internet influencer.
Oh,
Remember her,
right.
Lil
Okay.
TJ. Lil TJ has come out to say that her misogynist, abusive,
Father.
racist father was the one that faked her death.
It's Lil Tay.
Yeah, Lil TJ is the rapper.
Well, TJ was the little boy that got shot right here at Chipotle.
I'm old.
Okay. I'm like, huh? Girl. I was like, girl.
I was getting ready to Google. I'm like, all right.
No, Lil Ted.
Okay.
I fucked it up.
Got it.
That's what you get for trying to be hip.
No, that's what you get for battle rapping, nigga. Thinking you was
Lil
witty.
Tay says that her dad is the person that faked her death. I'm still waiting for arrest to be made.
They won't.
So we'll see. Damn, I wish y'all would have watched the White Complex, White Savior.
I would definitely watch that this weekend.
I don't know if I think I'm.
Throw that in the group chat instead of the other shit you threw in the group chat.
What did I throw in the group chat?
The battle, the verses.
I don't remember. Verses.
Don't worry about it.
I threw a verses in the group chat?
Yeah, you did.
Who was verses in?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Come here. Come on, because this sounds funny.
No, I sent that to you and only you.
Don't say
That wasn't in no group
I
chat.
thought it was in the group chat.
I sent that directly to you. You
Nigga.
needed to hear that heat.
No.
That was some trash, right? That was some hard trash. Damn, it was bad. I should have sent it to Parks too.
I'm mad I didn't get to hear this trash.
No, you're
No,
not.
you're not.
No, you're not. I'll tell you off here.
Please.
We can't. Somebody we love.
Oh, okay.
Somebody we love. But boy, it was bad.
Damn.
Have grace. Quick hits. Miss Rachel, we're talking about on Patreon with Ish. My favorite topic. With Ish. Ish says Miss Rachel was like the kids' Beyonce. Simba says he can rap better than Eminem. Nah, who cares? I don't care.
That's rapper shit.
I don't care.
You're supposed to say that.
Yeah, he's supposed to say
I was
it.
about to say, rapper's supposed to say that.
M allegedly tweeted, I'm saying allegedly because who knows who tweets from M shit, but he tweeted, oh my God, Wayne said, blah, 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 I'm so mad I didn't think of that. And then Doja retweeted him to say, that's because you rap like this, my ungus and fungus and bungus and shit. She did a whole... Something stupid like that.
That's pretty funny.
Do y'all have any thoughts on Doja playing with Eminem like that?
Oh God, she's hilarious.
She's pretty funny, man.
I'll bark up that tree though.
I think they'll
She
have
don't give a shit.
I think
She
they'll
wants
have a
all the
song.
smoke.
No, she don't.
No, she don't.
I don't think she wants to.
No, she does not.
I think she
See, my
wants to
thing-
shake it.
Yeah, girl
I think-
power.
I think
No, I'm literally.
Yeah, girl
What,
power.
what
She
about
wants
Doja Cat is not giving you the indication she doesn't give a fuck and she will say whatever she thinks, wants, whatever. She wants the smoke.
I think she wants a feature. I don't think she wants that smoke.
She don't
But
want no
it,
smoke.
it might
They might
Listen.
have.
result in that.
That smoke. See, my thing is, don't cry about it later.
Yeah,
That's all.
That
Yeah,
smoke
don't-
can be in
don't
hell.
get
That
your
smoke can be- that can be a lot of smoke.
misogynistic, He went too far back.
Yeah,
none
don't
of
cry.
that.
Those two sound like they should be making music together, really.
I just said I think she wants a feature. They might already have one.
I think that I wouldn't be surprised.
They may already have one.
I would be surprised considering her tweet where she's playing with this nigga. That would shock me. People that have features with him probably don't tweet like that about him.
It depends on how you interpreted the tweet.
No, it don't. No, it don't. Ain't nobody with a feature playing with him like that.
We'll see. I wouldn't be surprised literally in 2 months. Doja and Eminem shit.
I wouldn't be surprised either, but that don't have nothing to do with it existing today. That'll be like when Nas and 21 got together. Look, remember that? We can't even talk about that. We can't talk seriously about it. We kind of just let that. All right, do y'all have anything to say to your audience? No, right? All right. Ted Words.
Ted Word.
Ted Words is our part of the show today.
What's happening?
What's up, Ted Words?
What's up, Ted? Or
Ted Words says, what's up, number one pod in the world? I mean,
Hello.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
You know. I'm going to try and make this quick. So I met my sister's boyfriend. Nice church-going guy. But the red flags went up when I found out he went by two different names. One being his first name, the other being his middle name.
Okay.
So I did some digging. And he's a registered sex offender. Oh, shit. I find out my sister knows and get the story that he was working at a school, thought the girl was 17, but she was 15, etc. Which none of that matters because he was still 26 at the time.
Oh.
He
You shouldn't
seems to be a good guy, but I have young cousins. Is this info she should make known? Is this info that she should make known? Or could he had learned from his mistakes?
she should make that known.
Still making.
I'm sure your face being on that list is embarrassing enough.
You gotta make that known.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be around any of my younger
Yes.
nieces, nephews, whatever the fuck. Yeah, I gotta know
You
that.
could have still learned your lesson, but in the event that you didn't, and that's not a risk I'm willing to take, you got to make that known.
Hell yeah. Abundantly clear. And as a teacher, even if she was of legal age, you still shouldn't be fucking your students.
That true.
Did she make that? Did they make that clear that he was a teacher?
Oh no, he worked at a school.
He just worked at
even
the
if you
school.
work at a school,
Right.
You shouldn't be fucking students,
Yes, agreed.
no matter what your capacity is.
Now she has to make that known.
Yeah.
Informed consent for anybody even wanting to be in his presence.
Yeah. Because I wouldn't
Wouldn't what?
want to be in his presence.
Are y'all putting
not-
yourself in the girl's shoes at all, or no?
Oh, the
girl that's dating
sister?
him?
The one that's dating him?
Y'all feel like she should feel like y'all saying?
Oh, I think it's crazy that she's dating him.
Nah. See, I don't think that part. Because people can learn from their mistakes, et cetera, but that label that you have, that has to follow.
Well,
you.
and if the relationship progresses, it's going to follow you. So let's just say the relationship progresses, you get engaged, you get married. The registered sex offender part, that is going to be a stain on you
Facts.
That's
forever.
true. That's a risk you're
It's
willing
going,
to take.
you
if
won't be
would-
able to live near schools. He won't ever be able to pick up, if you guys have kids, he won't even be able to pick up your kids from school. Like, it will be a serious problem in your relationship. I wouldn't.
And
allow that
and now that I think
progress.
about it, I don't think dude may have necessarily I can't say that he's learned from his mistakes like that, because why are you running around hiding it, like switching your name up and stuff?
That part.
You know what I'm saying?
You're switching up your name. That indicates to me
What
that
are
you
y'all
really don't.
talking about?
I'm lost.
Dog, if
What are
you,
y'all talking about?
If you are a registered sex offender, you
Then I'm
did your
changing my name.
No, bigger
No,
than
I'm
that.
switching my
bigger
name.
than that. Who says he
I will
did?
not be referred to the same
Bigger than
name
that.
as I was referred
My
to
name
back
is-
then.
my name
I'm
is
changing.
There's laws for that reason.
My
bro.
name is Ish.
The law
My
don't have
real
nothing to
name
do
is
with how I
Antoine.
introduce myself.
We are assuming
You are trying to
that's not
duck
true.
accountability
We're
on that.
assuming
name.
that.
Oh, you crazy
we are
as hell.
assuming that.
We'll agree to disagree.
No,
on that.
we're assuming that he gave two separate names because of that. My man went digging, and he thought that that's why he did that.
Well, he said he's been introduced as two different names, so that's a red flag. So that's what made him go digging.
That's not. No,
That's what he said.
Dog. Again, my name is Antoine. Most people know me as Ish. I ain't purposely trying
No,
to
dog.
hide. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
I'm not
Go ahead.
purposely trying to hide who I am based on that. My man went digging and found that.
Well, let me respond, please.
Sure.
Ish is a nickname.
Okay.
He went by his first name and by his middle name.
Some
These are
people
his-
do that.
But I'm just saying.
I do that.
Cool.
But I don't really go by my first name, so it's weird if someone's been introduced by my first name. So
If,
anyway,
if you're introducing to, if she introduces him to you as one thing and then introduces to Mel as another name, and you catch on to that, like something's off with that. Yo, what? Wait,
the name thing is not a red flag to me.
Not at all.
It's
For that
again,
guy,
to
it
me.
was a red flag. For that guy, it
So-
was a red
and
flag.
he looked and found something there.
But that
Yeah.
was my point with Ice. Like that may not be. It depends on who I get introduced to. I've been introduced to some people. I'll say my name is Antoine. Based on the comfortability, they could be somebody older. They could be somebody in a corporate setting, whatever the case may be. I might introduce myself as Antoine. But for my general people, I say my name is Ish.
All of this for me is like a moot point.
No, I'm just saying, but that don't mean that I'm trying to cover up some shit. My man just went looking and he went looking and found it. My man might not have been purposefully or intentionally trying to hide that. That's what I'm saying.
That's valid.
That's true.
The sister also, like he said, clearly believes the story.
Homeboy.
From her man.
She knew. He didn't hide it from her.
Yeah, he didn't hide it at all. So I mean, like, no, I could see that young lady not telling anybody in her family. I don't understand y'all. Like, y'all niggas dated women before, and women will hold you down.
Yeah, but
And-
even in that situation,
If your
he
girl
thought the
believes
girl
you,
was
she will hold you
17
the fuck down.
and my man was 26.
No, she's not telling you, brother, Tedward. She's not telling your
And-
young nieces and nephews.
We just had this conversation the other day on the pod, and the dude got accused of something. I forgot what it was, and he had to register as a sex offender.
You're talking about
Remember?
designer, and that was false. He did not have to register as a sex offender. That was a false story
Gotcha.
that we just reported.
But I forgot it was
But
something
it
we
was
talked
designer
about.
jerking off.
And you were like, "Yo, I don't know if that's true," because
And I was right about that.
some of these things, I think they need to put different levels on that, because a lot of this shit is again, you could be 17, fucking a 15-year-old in the wrong state.
I think that there is levels.
That's a sex offender
In the
thing
registry.
where you have to register. So when we saying like, yo, this person got to register, they can't go to schools, they can't do this, they can't do that. We grouping all of these people into one group. Some of these niggas is nasty niggas, and some of these niggas was 17 or 18 fucking a 15-year-old. That's different levels to the shit.
Or sometimes you whipped it out and you were like taking a leak and you just happen to be in the close proximity of a school and shit happens.
You get what I'm saying?
know?
So I think that is levels to that. We just grouping them all in the same
There
thing.
are 3 tiers.
Yeah.
It says the prosecutors classify sex offenders in one of 3 tiers
Level
based
1,
on the
level 2,
degree
level
of risk they pose to the public. So there's tier 1, which is low risk, tier 2, moderate risk, and tier 3, high.
But when you
risk.
go register, we just grouping them because we ain't even know that in our conversation.
Correct.
So I just think that, no. I think
Tier 1 requires registration as a sex offender for 10 years or 5 years for minors. Tier 2 requires registration as a sex offender for 20 years or 10 years for minors. And tier 3 requires registration as a sex offender for life.
lifetime.
Across the board.
See, we didn't even know that. But yeah, I think that's Shorty's business. Depending on the circumstance and what took place.
I don't know how I feel about that one.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I want any of the shorties hanging around my.
Yeah.
How would you feel as a girl dad when it happened?
That's what I'm saying. And I don't know how I would feel if a family member is dating this dude that is a sex offender and you bringing him around my daughter and around the family with
I
his
guess
kids
my
there.
question is, as a girl dad, what could you do to stop it?
You can't do anything to stop a lot of this shit.
I think it depends on the circumstances around it, yo. That's more important to me. I think it's the circumstances around it. I just do. Like, again, it's nastiness out here.
And also, you're taking his word that, you know,
We've all
I
peed.
thought she was 17, but she really turned out to be 15. But if you worked at the school, chances are maybe you had access to the records of what her actual age was.
That's not necessarily
Yeah.
true.
Depends on what capacity.
Could have been a janitor.
Yeah.
Could have
Okay,
been working
all
at
right.
the school don't mean
Substitute
that.
teacher,
Could have been
a bunch of
anything.
shit. But it
I'm just saying,
depends.
if you're 26 years old,
at the school. Why?
if you're 26 years old and
shit is
you thought she was 16, 17, that's still crazy to me.
Agreed.
That is crazy.
I don't care how you look at that.
But I hate to
26.
tell you, a bunch of our favorites have been fucking them at 9-year differences.
You right.
All right, man. I hope everybody has a good weekend out there. Stay safe, stay dry. What y'all doing this weekend?
I might go hang out with Ian and Jules. Tear up the streets, you know what I mean?
I like it.
Babe, got my baby all weekend.
Okay.
Got a couple of birthday celebrations.
Okay.
A couple. That's right. Get your shit off.
Yeah. Gonna be in these
I'm gonna
streets.
try to take my girl somewhere. She be looking at me funny when I try to go outside now. I be getting a side eye like, you getting dressed for what? You ironing your shirt. I'm like, oh, my bad. My bad. So I think that's
How about you?
a cue.
You got anything?
No, I'm going to see Saw.
Okay.
That's right.
We'll go eat, paint the town red, hit a sex club, something freaky.
Okay.
Something freaky.
I was gonna say hit me if you go to Queens, but I don't know about the sex club part, you know what I mean?
It's in
But
Queens.
That's what you mean by painting the town red?
Yo, keep us in your prayers. Lord knows we need to be there, each and every one of us. Until next time, I bid you adieu, farewell, adios, arrivederci. Wait a minute! Last but not least, the baddies are insecure. The stagnant women want to travel, and the closed-minded women want you to teach them things. Grab you a Tylenol, you might need it. Y'all hold it down, man. Everybody enjoy their weekend. Stay blessed. Stay warm and welcoming. Hug thy neighbor and all that. And we'll be back, same time, same place. You know the vibes. If you're going outside, don't forget your poncho, don't forget your raincoat. You might need it.
you're definitely gonna need it.
Condom.
Shout out to y'all
Rubber
niggas with the
boots.
flooded basement and all that. Get your shit together, fix it, get the mop.
My shit is clean. I'm happy to report.
There you go, good.
I was worried.
Congrats,
I was worried.
man. Love is love.
I drove through 4 feet of water on the way here today. I was worried.
Not in the E.
In the E. I was worried.
We're glad you're good, dog. Glad you're good.
But everybody isn't good. So
Everybody
some of you
isn't,
niggas, they
word.
got to get the buckets and the mops and the squeegee rags and the bounties.
The wet dry vac.
All of that shit. Get it together. Some of you
been
niggas
there.
is vacuuming the water up, all types of wild shit going on. Y'all hold it down, man. Keep your house clean and your heart full of love.
Ends on some positivity.
Neutral Budden.